that have been sold to a lot of black women. Okay, let me wait for my YouTube. Hi everyone on YouTube. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back again to my channel. Presenter will not the presentable. Single mother, single father in Europe on Facebook. That is my second page and my YouTube channel, Re Edo Girl. So we need to talk again, okay? The other day we have some discussion because I came from a community where women are being lied to, women have been deceived for years, women have been gaslighted, tripped for the problems that most of the men has created. Most of our women don't understand how they are being cheated, how many of them are living in depression, in stressful situation, how many of them come to think that the things that they are seeing or the problem that they are seeing is being created by them because of the male worshiping culture, because of the male identified women, because of the mummies, because of the pick-me women in this community. They are the biggest problem, and I will continue to say that they are the biggest problem we have. And I'm going to talk about a video that I saw on social media because I don't want to talk. I'm a very shy person, actually. I'm just doing this out of my way. I've been on this platform for years. I didn't actually want to speak out. I didn't actually want to talk because when it comes to this platform, a lot of people don't really want to educate. A lot of people don't really want to actually understand the situation. Everybody just want to open their mouth and run their mouth and lie to all these women, deceive all these women with religion. I don't know if any if let me see. They rather deceive these women with religion and all this stuff and tell them that the problem that they are going through has to do with religion. It is their fault. Blah 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 and blah. Go and use soap and salt to bath. And the woman I analyzed on my Facebook the other day by the name Iyore, she has spent almost 2 3 years deceiving most of our girls. She's like taking advantage of their low self-esteem, of their low self-worth because of the trafficking that many of the women have to go through to come to this Europe, trafficked by madams that put them into prostitution, that benefit immensely that benefited a lot from most of these women to a very elevated amount of paying 50,000, 60,000, 30,000, 35,000 to come to this Europe and see these women, this platform continue to massacre all these women. They continue to destroy these women's self-esteem. They continue to guilt trip them. They continue to gaslight them. They continue to tell them that every problem they have is their fault, that they have to behave better, they have to change their character, they have to do this, they have to do that, without nobody talking to the other counterpart, which is the men. They were raised to be untouchable. They were raised to be on they don't want to learn anything. They don't want to teach anything. The women believe that because most of the women are the ones that are raising men, okay? They are the ones that raise all these men. They raise them in a very wrong way. There is no way you are going to tell a woman to have a good character, to have this, to have everything, and go and merge with a man that is characterless, a man without no integrity, a man without no self-respect, a man without no shame. So it's going to be a very big problem. So we analyzed the video the other day where we talk about some stuff. Okay, we are going to do the same, and we are going to break down all the lies in this video. It's a very long video anyway, but I'm going to use a fragment from the video today. We will break down all that video, okay? Because I know when many of our women see these messages and everything, I know what many of them think in their mind. I've run a public business. I know what I understand, and um I see a lot of things that is going on that I don't really like. I need to educate our women because they have been through a lot. Many of them have to be the savior of the entire family. They have to go out of their way to come to the Europe, snow, sun, rain, shine, everything. It was they were the savior of the community, working in a very, very deplorable situation to send money to their lazy fathers, to send money to their lazy brothers, to send money to the entire family, and many of them were exploited, lied to, deceived. Many of them died of diseases. Many of them died of sickness. A lot is going on, and I will not allow all these women to continue to lie to all these women, telling them they are prophetess after they have finished their prostitution, make their money. They want to tell them that they are prophetess. They want to put some beads that was made in China and everything on their neck and call themselves princess and tell them to go. If you have any problem with your husband, if you have any problem, whatever, go and bath with salt and water. You are free. If you are sick of cancer, go and bath and all these things. We have seen this woman lock her Afro shop and continue to exploit our women. This woman by the name Iyore, she has exploited our women a lot. There are a lot of gullible followers that she had that need to wake up from their sleep. Okay.
Si llegan mensajes aquí, no los abras. Los abres y no contestas, no me dices nada.
Bueno, no sabes tu teléfono. Puede utilizar el móvil y déjalo ahí.
No abras el mensaje.
Bueno. There are a lot of women that need to learn. There are a lot of women that need to know a lot, okay? Because they are being deceived. A lot of women continue to make donations for this woman to take care of the man that she keep at home. A lot of women are making this woman rich while she is lying and destroying their self-esteem, their self-confidence, their self-worth every day by saying all these lies to them. So let us listen to a fragment of some of the lies. She has countless videos on social media, and many of these men are clapping for her because everything she's saying is based on lie, not fact. And I will give you all the facts.
It's not compulsory everybody must work for office. University no right.
Let's start from the video is
long.
The video is long. Let us just go down to the video entirely. Let's go on this video entirely. Let's go on this video entirely.
Good for sitting.
I used to tell women that there are certain messages that you don't need to even listen to. You have all the facts when it comes to the Black community. Nobody needs to tell you some stuff. You have everything that you need to know. They will give you 5% of messages that you say, okay, it's good. They will give you 95% of poisonous messages. That is how they manipulate these women. Okay, come on, let's listen. She is saying that, Raúl, ¿ha terminado? Pues termina o vete a tu habitación.
Si hubieras contestado.
Termina o vete a tu habitación a terminarlo. ¿Me estás escuchando?
Sí.
Vete a la habitación, que estoy hablando.
Yo estoy hablando. ¿Estás hablando tú?
¿Sabes que estoy en el vídeo? ¿Puedes ir a tu habitación a hablar?
Yo estoy hablando.
This one again. So, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Sandra Grant. So, she is saying on this video that the women need to respect the men. Like, all these women, when they start, like, they are demanding respect. The women need to respect. The women need to do this. I just want some hair to come in because everywhere is hot over here. So she normally speak about respect. I think respect is reciprocal. You cannot be respecting people that don't respect you, isn't it? But these women, they sing about respect every day. Respect them. respect them. Are the people that you are going to respect, are they respecting you? That is the question. Do they respect you? That they need to respect the men, that they don't need to date like 20 men before they get married. Who have that mentality? Who have that mentality of having a problem with the body count of a woman when it comes to dating? Who have that mentality? Most of the darky men. Okay, that was why I didn't want my son to be here when I'm talking.
So if all the old work can stop Ashawo, I will be very happy. Also, the police in pulling out book me we boletiana. Barela, you go see small girl because so what you got Ashawo ya go one any respect of me. Because so what you got Ashawo ya be for flat any respect of me. Abasaki, what papa? What Ashawo stop you tornado na.
On this video, she's talking about like the governor of my state stopped prostitution, that people should not be working as sex worker on the street, that she's very grateful that they did something like that, that all these women, they don't have respect for men because they have go into prostitution, they have go into sex work. That is why they don't have respect for men, because most of them have big mansions, they have a house and everything. That is why they don't have respect for men. And iyore come, when all these women left the country, they were used as a sacrificial lamb. Okay, all these men were there. Their father couldn't send these men to go and prostitute and build a big houses, because many of you have said a lot about my state women, that most of them are landladies. If they are landladies, they make their money because they work very hard, and I don't want to give a damn at this time of the day how they got their money. I don't want to give a damn. Okay, if they have to leave their country as a sacrificial lamb for all the entire family to go and work and make money to renovate the society, the state where they come from, I believe that is a shame and disgrace to the men that you continuously defend every day. I believe it's a disgrace for women at a time where this country were very hard. Even till tomorrow, many fathers and mothers are lazily waiting for money to come from abroad for their children. And many of them know why these girls and these people left. Like the same thing that they are doing with the boys. They have to go into love and scam, to go into different stuff to make sure that they make money. And nobody cares about this. That was the same way how many women were sold into prostitution. Many of their husbands asked them to go to the Europe to go and bring money for them, and everybody was waiting for money. So you have no right to come out and start defending all these men. Like, it's what they do that they are going to see. They are not going to see any other thing. They are not going to see any other thing, and I will not allow you to sit down and start defending them. If there is prostitute in that state that you are talking about, there's prostitute all over the world. If you have to leave your own country to come to Europe to do prostitution, you should know that prostitution that you are crying about is not only in Edo State or in Nigeria alone. It is severe in Nigeria because the government, the country don't have anything to offer to the women. And if there is prostitute, it is because there are people that demand the service of prostitute. And you need to speak to those people too. You need to speak with them. If there are prostitutes, there are demands. There are people demanding for their service. They are not just prostitutes because they want to work, or they would just want, yes, because people demand their service. Yes, that is why. And if there is no prostitute, normally the men that you are defending, many of them have 3, 4, 5 side chick. So what are we going to differentiate from all these prostitutes? Only because they stand in the street and get money from their job.
Blocking ya. Anybody who never been here, Ashawo will not jigger, not a cricket. Ashawo ma.
She said all the hotel where they are doing prostitutes should be closed. That Anybody that is caught doing prostitution should be arrested. Like, if there was the same law over here in Europe, you couldn't have come here to be making money and send it to your whole entire family. And later you come out and claim that you're a prophetess, that your father speaks something into your hand. After you have worked for years to make money, and now you're on live video exploiting all these women, telling them to go and use salt and water to bath and give you donations. It's not going to happen.
Uwenaya gbasa wo di fresh we no je. Asa we ma, wa ta ma wo no ma ta. Asa we ma egeleje o bia kesi ni je ba ni ba mi tight. E la go me
She's like saying that prostitution is bad, that the vagina that you used to do prostitution is not the same like the vagina that when you were dealing prostitute.
So na go baseki. E ba mi tight all balo we wo e na. O joko ni ya gbegbe agia. Ah, o joko.
She's like telling the women that their body is like in a very degrading way, that their body is like irritating. Their body is like condemned because they go into prostitution. Maybe it's something that she's going through, but she has to come clean. She has to come clean because she worked with black people. She used black people to also where they were working. I know a lot of women that are I don't know. I don't want to go into details.
So go. Also the boss man atoya mu ya Nigeria. Iya ya gwa no bia leke no me hu pe ya. Uwe na gbata wo na ma ya gbata wo ba.
She said that this is because of the women, some women over here in Europe. I've seen all this for when I came to this Europe. When I saw the settings, I said, no, I'm not going to go into this. I saw all this coming, all this bashing is going to come at the end of the day. When I was like advising many of them, like, no, all this stuff, leave all this family issue. You don't have to take responsibility of your entire family and all those stuff. Everybody was cool with this. Everybody was cool with this. Now it's like a crime that these women did all what they did. Like it was, they never have any options. Their fathers, their mothers, all these women that are shaming them, and they know everything that was going on. Everybody know that. Now they want to join the men. After most of the men have got these women pregnant, most of the men have like squandered the money that many of these women made when they were doing trafficking or doing this prostitution. Now they want to say, these women are useless because they did prostitution. That is why we don't want to marry them. That is a lie. That is a lie. Even the men in this community were not wired to marry. They were wired for a fuck mate, for baby mama ship. They are not husband material. That is one thing many of you should know. There is nothing like husband material. The ones that are husband material are few, and that is not going to go around for every woman in this community. That is one thing you should know. You should never trip yourself that you went into prostitution. That is why you couldn't get a good husband. No. Even there were a lot of white men that came into that same prostitution ground to pick up a lot of women and clean up their lives. And many of these same women brainwash these women to go back to all these dusties and get married to them and make them a baby mama and squander all their money by saying that white men, they don't know how to make love. White men is, how can you marry a white man? How can you have a baby for a white man? Today, unko. How is the business today? How is life today? They will tell you all type of bullshit. Like when we talk about the women that never go into prostitution, even many of them are in Nigeria, many of them in Africa, even many of them are in this Europe that never go into prostitution one day. They are not married. Many of them are baby mama. Even the ones that pretend to be married, they are suffering in the marriage. They are going through stress in the marriage. They are giving the men their salary to stay married. Some of the men will obligate them, before I get married to you, you need to give me your house. You need to give me this. You need to give me this land. You need, like they're doing them favor. I've seen men in Africa, the women that have never stepped out for prostitution, being told to sign their property to their husband before they get married. That is how golden Our gold mine, they have made these men feel like they are so important. Men that couldn't even provide basic resources for their women and their children. And these women have to go all their life feed for themselves. And they believe they're entitled to ask a woman to give their property to them before they get a fucking cheap ring into their finger. And before they can answer Mrs. Nobody.
Baba di me ro pa gbigbe age e di sejiyan gbigbe age no wi mi aya gbigbe age we no hu pure water no wi mi aya gbigbe age we no ton ka bo pupọ ashawo no good infection ro bugbe.
Then let's continue to listen to those little message that they use to massage the heart of these women. Later, you will listen to the bullshit that she want to put out. Because I begin to observe a lot of their message that a little bit of massage and the rest is full of lies and bullshit, guilt tripping all these women, gaslighting them and all. That is why I'm holding them on their neck. She says she doesn't want her children to do prostitution, blah, 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 blah. This is the woman that spent a lot of time working for men. All the men she has been through, she paid them for it. She build house, she do this for them, she do things for them. She was married to a white man and she have this black golden dick at home. She prayed for her children not to do prostitution. Didn't your own pray that you never step into prostitution? That they were in Africa waiting for you to bring money. Every day they are pestering you. Every day they are lying that they need money. They need this. They need that. You have to send money to your brother. The criminals, brothers. Many of the families waiting for you to bring money. Some of you builders, you don't even have a space in the house to sit down. What is the cause of all this? Because many of you don't want to think. You don't want to use your brain. Because of women like this that will tell you that they are prophetess after they have prostituted all their life and buy a man and keep at home and begin to ask you to send them donations. They want to pray for you. Have they prayed for themselves? If they were so intelligent, they wouldn't have stepped into prostitution in the first place. If they were so wise, they wouldn't have gone there. And even going there, it make them become very dumber. And they spend all their money for the same men that they want to protect every time. The same men that they want to justify your pains and and the reason why you go to prostitution. The same men that they want to downgrade you for. Let's continue to listen to the massage. I will tell you where I want to get to.
For what now?
She said most of the women have HIV. Most of them have rashes all over their VV because of prostitution, blah, blah, blah. Then when I came to this place 20 years ago, many women that I know, okay, that was doing this job, many of them have boyfriends at home. These are the men that are saying that the taste of what they destroy is bad. Right from their forefathers, I will go back there again. The taste of the women VV is bad. But they forgot when they were sleeping at home and these women would go to the snow to go and pee and bring money for them. They will ask these women to build a house for them. They will ask these women to do everything for them. Their own mothers at home will be exploiting these women. I was like this looking at them. You will advise them, they will go and tell their boyfriend. And their boyfriend will tell them, I don't want to see you with that woman. She's too wise. I don't want to see you with that woman. She's this. She's that. I want to break that their desperation of that dirty marriages that they promote all over and all these dirty men that can't even wash their bosses. I want to break that desperation for most Black women. They need to open their eyes and wake up from all this BS. The nonsense is so exaggerated. Most of these men over here, many of them are wanted in Africa, criminals, killers, uneducated. Many of them can't even spell their names. They can't even pronounce their names. They are bunch of nobody. You can't exaggerate or hype them in my presence. You can't. They are not even better than the women. Any woman marrying them, they are marrying below nothing. They just want to have a baby, a sperm donor. They want to have somebody to donate sperm for them to have children. They are in the ages of having children. They have to have one. Because in the Africa culture, they said if you don't have a child, you are not a living being. That is all I see. No one is actually married. The ones that are married, they are suffering, smiling. Even the person that is talking, she's suffering and smiling.
Why did you I want to get to what who want to what do be again? I the 100,000 people who are so kiamu mo ko wa we go ma fere to what do be again. O wa na me we na ya be again. E correct na ifon. E correct what is we na do be again.
She said that if they send some women money, that we said they don't want to do business, they want to come to Europe to do prostitution. The last time I checked, many of these women were trafficked to this place. Many of them don't even know what is 50,000 euros. Many of them don't even know how big 60,000, 70,000 euro is. And many of them were made to understand that they will make that money under how many months, under how many days. Many of them thought it was 70 naira or $70. Not until they came here. Even some of these women were made to pay double under the threat of voodoo. And many of these women pay double. After they paid for their madams, they will start paying for their boyfriend in the name of staying Mrs. Married. They want to say they are married. They exaggerated that fucking thing called married to a bunch of losers that have nothing to offer any woman on this planet Earth. They exaggerated it so much. Woman with no girls, but no get respect. Respect me, then you will know if I have a husband or not. Come and disrespect me with that una fucking parable una they make. Woman with no get husband, it be like no get respect. Come and disrespect me. You will know whether our husband they put respect for person body or you have to maintain your own respect for yourself.
Amaya Bigby again. Men will say the truth now. Men will say the truth. And then take me about Pate.
I'm sorry. She said that the VV, the Vajaja that you used to do prostitution, there is no current inside that Vajaja anymore. She said when you haven't into prostitution, you wash your Vajaja with one finger. That after you have go into PPP, that you use 4 fingers to wash your Vajaja. I don't know that. I didn't go to prostitution. But I bet something out of my vagina that is bigger than a penis, okay? And I don't feel that way.
But you know what can talk. About that you are my baba. Well, man, not stop it be a tornado. So when we stop it, we stop it cottage. Any funny head them man. One year na deep yarima irario uifa. One year na deep yarima ira lefima. Yana tell lega yario uwe because we really can.
She said thank you to the government that the government stopped prostitution. Are they going to stop those men that are married, that they will be looking after young girls, 15 years old girls in the community? They want to sleep with everything that they saw on this planet. Huh? Destroying the young girls in the community. Those men that are toasting married women, that toast everybody that they see. To stop those men too. She said, now you will see that our men will start to marry 2 wives. Like many of them can't even manage 1 wife, not to talk of 2. You see how delusional she is. That the men will start marrying them in 2-2.
Oh, sort of Obalome. And then you so Balia. Here is so Balia. Obaseki, Governor Obaseki of Edo State.
She said that olden days before, that when the men are sleeping with the women will be saying, "Oh, it's paining me. Oh, it's pain. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's paining me. Oh, it's paining me." Like the vagina is tight. Like, really? You think that because when you look at the majority of women over here, I don't know. Many of the women, even at their younger age, they have children, 2 or 3 children. You will see young girls, they are already with kids. I believe that same thing is going on in America. Why the same behavior? Why the same habits everywhere? If the men are married, you will see men in America with multiple baby mamas. Even the rappers, they are the examples of baby mamas everywhere. Huh? Even right from a child, I have understand that Daki men, the moment they sleep with you, it means that your vagina is like this. That is what they will use to insult you. That is what they use to downgrade many black women. That makes many of them to have a low self-esteem, make them to have a low self-worth and all this stuff. They talk about a woman not having current in their VV when they are the first to brainwash most of our elderly mothers to start circumcising the women. Why did you think that they were circumcising most African women? Why did you think that many of them were castrated? Why? You castrate a group of women and you want them to cry the hell when you sleep with them. You want them to shout on top of the roof when you sleep with them. After your intention was to remove the sweetness, the pleasure from those women. And now you want to complain. You want to complain. Their vagina is so big. When many African women, many African women can have 2 kids under 2 years or 3 years. You want to ask. And I don't even see that as a problem. That is one thing that this thing that she is trying to say, most of the men normally say that to make you feel bad, to make you look down on yourself. That it has to do with your bad behavior and your VV is wide open. Why many of them, they are with dirty rashes on their whatever they are carrying around. Many of them are with their dirty boxers. Many of them are jobless and dirty. Many of them have STDs. They have so many things that they can give to every woman because they are unloyal to any woman. They don't have integrity. So it's very fast for them to tell you your VV is whatever, it's wide. I've been hearing this right from a child. I haven't heard that from any group of men, like describing their women, like their VV is so wide, their VV is so deep, that but whatsoever. I haven't heard that. So let's continue to listen.
Ìwé ní sọ́mi bẹ́ẹ̀tì, ẹ̀gẹ́ ní dípò tẹ sọ́mi bẹ́ẹ̀tì ọ̀bàlọ́mẹ́, ọ̀gá ìwú fẹ́ náà wà ní àyà yọ̀, òwe wà òwe ṣò, òwe wà apalọ̀, ẹ̀gẹ́ náà wé ní bánà, lọ́fìẹ́, ìyàwó.
She said that all the days before, that when the men are strafing you, that you will be crying, "Oh, he's paining me, oh, he's paining me." That women will be crying, "He's paining me, oh." It's like this woman is in every woman's bedroom because she's sexually frustrated because she's with a 1-2 ruler man. Now she's sexually frustrated. She believes that every woman is sexually frustrated. She believes that every woman don't feel anything, don't have feelings. But that women not having feelings could be justified because a lot of African women are being circumcised and they continue to circumcise women. And the only reason why African men brainwash African women to be circumcised is because they think that the women are their property. They can do whatever they want with the women. They can circumcise them so that they won't have any pleasure. They won't have any feelings. That was the main thing why they circumcise women. that make them not spoil. They will not go white. Like I have my own sister. When she had a baby, she really wanted to circumcise the baby. I have to threaten her and say, if you dare circumcise her, ask her, what is the reason? Why do you want to circumcise the baby? She said, oh, she don't want the baby to spoil. She don't want her to be following different men. You yourself how to follow different men. I'm saying many African women can't even feel their own body. They can't even exploit their feminine womanhood. They have been disconnected from everything. The moment many of these African men sleep with you and you say, they will say that woman is too swallow. Hey, my brother, don't go there. The day I besha, if you say I see you hold me tight, they complain about everything. That is why I'm telling women, don't garden listen to them. Don't listen to them. They don't even know what they want. They are confused human beings. They don't know what they want. Do you who want to be with you, be with you, don't want to be with you, get the fuck out. Yes, get out. They don't know what they want. They will say they want this thing, tomorrow they will do the opposite. They were the one that brainwash all those grandma. Some grandma will just take blades and come in. Let me show you some things that they used to circumcise all these women. Let me show you. This is what we're used to circumcise women without no anesthesia, nothing to relieve the pain. This is what we're used to circumcise most African women, and they want them to be shouting in the bed. They want them to be shouting, to be going crazy. The intention was to remove the pleasure with this. The intention was to remove the pleasure, and this woman, because she have a platform, she can open her mouth and guilt trip and deflect and gaslight all and tell them that they have to be submissive, they have to go into slavery, they have to submit their life and everything to these men, that they need to be more respectful after they can't even feel their sexual body. The many women are disconnected in life. I have the other day I watched a program like 10 years ago. A Spanish man married to a Nigerian girl. Do you know what that man did? The man noticed, they were interviewing them. The man said he noticed that this woman don't feel anything. You know what that real man does? He took this lady to a clinic and they reconstructed her VV again. They reconstructed what all these demonic mummies. I talk about them because I'm like sick, because I have to conceal a lot of things. I have to suppress a lot of things that is inside me. And most of the time, I don't know. Spiritually, I can't. I have to speak to be more comfortable with myself. This is what I saw when I was small. This is what I saw. Some of them are even knife, sharp knife. They will sharp it. Even in Italy the other day, they lost a baby because of this thing, and the people are in prison right now. Even my own ex, I have only one daughter, was asking me if I didn't circumcise my daughter, and I asked him, do you want me to call the police for you right now? If I hear that in your mouth again, you will see what I will do to you. You want to do what? You want to circumcise whose daughter? Me. If I have my own voice, I would have never asked anybody to touch me with something like this, something so sharp like this. Is it the group of men that love you that will allow somebody to put something like this, very delicate, into that part of your body? Do people like this that truly love you, a group of men that love you, they will ask an elderly woman to use this thing to strip out your pleasure? And somebody have the audacity to question why they don't cry in the bed, why they don't yeah. After everything is being stripped off, they have to cry, they have to be shouting. Yeah. When you take a dog, you castrate him or you castrate her, you still want that dog to shout like the white woman that nobody has ever touched them. except somebody that is permitted, either by the law or that is consented to touch right from a child. They will not choose. The society, the group of men that where they came from protected them. And you, mommy, demonic mummies, you want to tell the women that they are so cold. After many of them have to go through a lot. You know, in that same Africa, when you do something wrong, many of these demonic mummies, their mothers, they will grant habanero pepper. Go habanero pepper. Habanero pepper. On my YouTube, go habanero pepper. Go habanero pepper. They will grind it and put it in your vajayjay. I've seen many women still threaten their daughters with that. They will put habanero in your vajayjay because they caught you with a boyfriend, because you wasn't behaving properly, because you wasn't obedient. That is why I don't have to be obedient. Okay? I don't have to behave properly the way you want in your own terms. And badly, I don't have character. What you African call character. I don't give it down. I don't give it F. You all can go and hang yourself if you want. They will grind that pepper. Your brothers, your fathers, your mothers, some of them, they will group up. They will grind that pepper and put it in your VV. They will shave off your hair. They will barb your hair. They will humiliate you. And you want those women to behave well. Many of them, at the age of 15, you people have gang, ROAPE them. And you want them to be good behaved. Eh? You don't think of the problem that you create. And you continue to create bullshit online because you want to make money. Because you are in a group, you are in a group of local champions, women where a lot of illiterates are representing. So the few idiots think that they are so intelligent. You strip up their pleasure. You want them to say, hey, Jono, he's sitting me. Bullshit. Yeah, that is what you want. After 7 days of birthing a child, you have to use this. I've saw it when I was a child. I've seen it, how they pull it out and strip it off. With nothing, no pain relief. They have to put, where is rub? Do you know what is rub? They have to put rub on it so that it heals. That is the same thing that they do to the boys. That is why you see many of them are so aggressive. And they want you to be cool. They want you to be obedient, woman. You cook, you clean, you take abuse. The moment you cannot take it, you're a single mother and you need to be trashed for being single mother. Hear some depressive, degrading, and insultive, manipulative words for choosing to be single. It's still going on. Yeah, it's still going on. It's still going on. I have to threaten my own sister that if she dare circumcise her daughter, I'm going to lock her up. I'm going to lock her up. That was the only thing that saved that beautiful girl. We used to speak every evening. She called me, the small girl, 3 years. She called me every evening. And we are online playing, talking every day. She said the baby will spoil. When I tell Black women, stay away from the nonsense in the community. You don't need to connect. You need to look from afar and do what will only benefit you. The rest people can go to. Let's continue to listen. When you don't want to take all this bullshit, they say you are behaving like a white woman. You are behaving like a white woman.
Jesus Christ.
She said if she's a man, she will not marry a woman that have do prostitution before. Iyore, then who is this man that keep Iyore at home? This Igwe. Okay, you use money to buy Igwe. I understand. No one want to marry a woman that have did prostitution. But no man, no woman too, I believe, in her right senses, will love to marry a man that's scam, a jobless man, a cultist. Most of them have bloods in their hands, and these women continue to pay them to be with them. I'm not paying for no dick.
Imagine one me married to wear bet. You may equal my baby. We no cowards or even no TV. Man, they are not good. You not good at all. Oh, you may any
She said she was trafficked. He's calling now. She said she was trafficked to come and do prostitution. That she doesn't want a child to do prostitution. That is good.
we are getting poor. Why you do, Mama? We are getting only one now. You talk here. Over that you are Mama. One mommy, you mommy cannot live. I know.
She said she will not build a house in a place where they are doing in a environment where they are doing prostitution. But when we want to talk about most of the houses in Edo State was renovated, was built meant by prostitution money. Many of these women still yet today they continue to traffic them in Libya. They continue to sell them to Arab in Libya. But most of these men that you are defending here, many of them continue to collect money from women. They continue to do everything. It's easy to condemn it. It's easy. You don't want to build a house. But that community that you are trying to clap for was built by these women's blood. Many lost their life. They deserve to be respected.
Ah, and the matter. Oh, when I'm a big girl, and I want that one more chop. Oh, poor. That's again. Just because of it, they cannot pay.
She said that a woman that did prostitution, if the husband is talking to her, she will put her head down. No wonder that they are all these women are actually paying you. They are suffering from low self-esteem. That they have to pay you to tell them to go and use salt and water to bath for every problem they have, marital problem. We see it on your video. How you brainwash them. They have donate massively for you. You bought an estate, you bought everything, you dashing men money all the time on live video. We don't see you giving the women money. Every women that have worked with you to build your platform, you disgrace them at the end of the day, and you kept the men. That was where I've been observing you that you are not for the women. You are just using them to make money, to disgrace them. Yeah. When you are talking, when a cultist that you married that have on life so many people in Nigeria and ROAP so many women in Nigeria and it be able to enter from desert to Libya, from Libya to Europe, when he's talking to you, you have to put your head down. Yeah. You don't have to raise your head down because you did prostitution. Nonsense. If that man wants a white man to bring money for you, he will allow. If you want a white man to go and do shopping for you in the supermarket, he will not ask you to put your head down.
Because a betty on a Sunday way, on a man we say, a clear tea and monore, no rubo one we say. Oh, what feels a clear very value that way. Oh, many marriages there will be.
She said that what destroys so many marriage in this Europe is that some of the women, they are too they love PP so much, they love penis so much. That is why they don't value marriage. But this woman forgot. Look at women that have been through the desert, trafficked through the desert in the 1990, 2000 and all. Many women were trafficked from the desert, stressed, prostitute right from Mali. When I was in Mali, I saw all these things. I was observing. I was observing. Even the person that trafficked me from home was telling me that like I should start prostituting from Mali. I said there is no way I'm going to do that. Can I start going home? They said no. I said no, I'm not going to do that. That was where me and my trafficker started having problems right from Mali. Like I should start prostituting. I said no, I was doing business at home and schooling and making hell. There is no way I touch money every day. I wasn't rich, but I touch money every day. There is no way I am going to start prostituting in this place. We were staying in a hotel there, and in the evening, there are women that sit around the hotel. There was like a lot of incidents whereby some men will go and pick up these women. Some of them will like after working with the women. One incident that I saw, I'm going to talk about. After working with the women, one of the women noticed that the man that she took, I don't know how to put this now. The man discharged blood. Okay. I see a lot of girls that I thought was in Europe. They were in Mali, Burkina Faso, and all those areas doing prostitution. I was actually shocked. Like I thought people were in abroad. How do those women got there? They were trafficked by the men, by boyfriends of most of these women. They will traffic, lied to that they are going to Europe, and they will take them to so place and start making money with them. Some of them will pay from Mali. They prey on their gullibility, like this one is preying on this women gullibility, telling them that their VV is so wide, that they don't have feelings because of the prostitution that they did, forgotten that many of them were stripped of their pleasure. Almost all of them. Because then no woman that was circumcised. None. Even till tomorrow, they are still circumcising women in Africa. Aided by the men. That they should strip them so that they will not spoil. But when a child is 10, 15, we see what normally happens in the news. That 50 years old is trespassing. Some trespass their own daughter. Nobody's talking about that. All they see is that, and they, no, they don't hear that. They forgot when they were stripping everything. Cut it, remove everything. You want them to say, oh. It's not possible. You can't eat your cake and have it. It's not possible. They don't like marriage. They don't enjoy sex because they went to prostitute. She said that prostitution bring bad luck to men, and if a woman have a lot of body count, that it brings bad luck to the men. Like when the men have a lot of body count, all those people that are doing the body count number, they don't what they don't have bad luck. So what? A community where most men don't want to work, they don't want to build their country, they don't want to do anything. They can't continuously do something for 6 months. They will build a road, water will come and flush it. The bad luck is from the women. They have too much body count. Their body count is too much. That is why they can't build skyscrapers. They need a white man to come and do everything for them. They need a white man to come and fix the school. A country where children still right on the ground. The bad luck is from the women. A country in their 20s, they are carrying different women, sleeping around instead of doing things that will be beneficial to them. Even the married ones are counting baby mamas, counting mistresses. At the end of the day, when they are in their 50s, they have diabetes, they have high blood pressure, they need one kidney. The problem is the women. Yes, it's the women. Yeah, they are the bad luck in the community, those women. In their 30s, they have made so many baby mamas, sleeping around irresponsibly. The problem is the women. Yes, their body count is too much. It brings bad luck. This is what I'm telling you. They demonize the femininity of the African women to hate themselves, back up with Christianity, back up with the Bible, telling them sex is a sin. Sin. Your body is the temple of the Lord. When somebody tell you your body does not belong to you, it belongs to imaginary beings. Can you feel that body when you are already brainwashed? You have been disconnected here from your body. That this body does not belong to you. It belongs to somebody that you don't know. And you think, eh? When they call everything fornication, everything is fornication. And you want to ask the women why they are not enjoying things that they were supposed to enjoy as man and woman. You want to ask them, you want to guilt trip them. It's their fault they don't enjoy what everybody is enjoying. It's their fault. They were the one that told their grandfather to go and castrate the women in their community. The babies, the day they born them, in 7 days' time, some of them start talking and start saying, Papa, I will spoil, oh, Papa, I will spoil, oh, come and cut this thing, oh, come and cut it, oh, I will have a lot of body count, oh, if you don't cut it. People castrated and a stripper those things because you believe that these women will be sexually aroused and they will spoil automatically. Meanwhile, when the same women are 15, 50, you want to trespass. 60 years old man want to trespass. Your governor of the same Edo State, the former one, was married to a very young woman that can be his own granddaughter or his own daughter. You have no problem with that. And you think by using this to destroy the pleasure of a woman, it will this thing will stop her from not being spoiled. You want to trip them. It's their fault. Yeah, it's their fault that they have feelings. She's saying that most of the men are useless because of the prostitution that their wife did. That many of them are wunye means somebody that is useless, is of no use. If these men choose to go through the desert, running down to a white man country where they never create job, where they never keep anything down, many of them come with no experience, with no education, that their wunye reason and their joblessness is the fault of the women. Use body to look for money. You see? You see how we have been running this community full of stupid people trying to sound intelligent. This is the same Africa where we will get married to a jobless man that don't want to work. They will say, since he has married you, this man did not make money. He was making money before. The man will come, since I married you, life not better for me again. When all your mates in their 20s, they have bought a legit house, not by fraudster or scamming people or robbing. Many have their own education and functioning, living with their education, making money. People build their community. All the problem in the community is being heaped on the black women's shoulder, and you still want them to have orgasm. You still want them to be saying, hey, 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 hey. You still want them to have all those things. When a man that have never make a CV in his life will start saying that since he married the woman, even the marriage that was bonificated, 50% or 80% the woman, 30 or 20% the man. At the end of the day, he will say, since I married you, you have not progressed. What were you doing before that you want to progress? What were you doing before Chukudi that you want to progress? The pastor will sit in the altar If you are a woman, you see your husband marry you, you did not progress. You are a lazy woman. Pastor will say, the man will go and meet pastor. Pastor, things are hard for me. Pastor will say, the reason is your wife. Don't pursue that. If you pursue her, things will be good for you. Pastor, ask him how many CV has he done in his life. How many jobs did he learn? How many educations and degrees did he have? Even if he have degree, has he used his degree to work? If he can't get a job, how many jobs has this man created? None. He'll be running after his mama's ass. A mama will go to native doctor or pastor, native doctor will say, that woman is a witch, you have to drive her. And the mama, come and pack out of my son's house. Come and pack, oh, since we married you, oh, you can't have a baby, oh, you can't do this, oh, my son is not progressing, oh. What have your goddamn son done in his life? What have your goddamn She said, after the women are finished doing PE, they didn't use water and salt to bath. I don't know all of you that is in America. PE, prostitution. After doing prostitution, have to do with bathing with water and salt. This is how they have been deceiving our women. All the women are making donation to this woman, to this scammer. They're making every donation to her. She scam all these women. She prey on their emotions and feelings to make money, telling them that they are the fault of this, they are the reason for this, they are the reason for that. She said after they have finished their PEP, that they didn't use water and salt to bath. All these women decide to enter into marriages where they pay 50% before marriage. Continue to hear the brainwashing.
More than 30 years they are not told in Nigeria. They are why.
She said many of the men are living in Europe. More than 30 years, they cannot buy land. How does that have to do with the women? 80% of many women in this Europe, whether married or married, they are living on Section 8. I don't know whether it's Section 8 to copy. I used to hear Section 8 in America. In Europe, they are living on social benefits, whether married or not. Even some, the Lolo and Monica that was online bashing single mothers that make me to open this my Facebook. They were married. She even went and divorced her husband because she want to get single mothers money. Many of them, married or unmarried, some of them, they are even married in Africa. They will forge like they are not married. Some of them will see their wife on the road and pass. They are living in separate houses because they want to get government money. What vibes does that give to you? Laziness, incapable of taking care of a woman. And these people have the right, they have the mouth to come out in public to talk nonsense? No, not when I'm alive. Can you hear that the men cannot build us in 30 years in Europe? That the fault is the women. The fault is the women, men that have never made a scene in their life. Many of them killed people and ran into the desert. Many of them are wanted in Nigeria. Either courtesan, different things. Our women are taking a big risk over here in Europe. That is why you see in so many videos, you see their boyfriend, ROAP, their Bobino. He's talking about that. When the blames will go to the women. You are not supposed to have a boyfriend. You are not supposed to do this. You are not supposed to do that. You are supposed to stay with your husband. What goddamn husband do you people create in this community? Bunch of fuckmates. Iyore, if you don't like ashawo in 2022, you wouldn't have go because you people first make come to this Europe. You people wouldn't have entered into ashawo. Me, I don't like ashawo. I have so much pride. I'm a very rude person. I'm a rude girl. I'm a very, very rude girl. Okay? There is no way I'm going to go and meet any man to tell him to come and do me nonsense. No, it's not going to happen. And I'm not going to carry the problem of my family in my shoulder. It's never going to happen. That was why I never go into that BS. I'm not the one that created any problem. I'm not going to solve any. Neither for my brothers, neither for my sisters. Everybody have their work. My brothers and my sisters are not my responsibility. I can only do what I want to do. They are the responsibility of my papa and my mama, not mine. Okay? When my own responsibility comes, I will do it. I try to avoid all this, and I spoke to a lot of my friends then. I look very bad then. That I'm telling them, don't take responsibility of these ungrateful people. Do you? Do you? I've been doing me. I have been doing me, and I love it. I was reported to my own mother by some of my friend enemy that time because I said I don't want to go to prostitution. I don't want to prostitute. I was reported to my mother. Yeah, that I stay at home. I'm waiting for a man to send me 1,000, 2,000 euros. I was cashing out on my ex. He sent me money to take care of me. Yeah, I was cashing out to stop, to dodge all this bullshit that she's saying. I prefer to leave for a man to cash because he dropped the baby here and the baby have to eat. And for my baby to be lifted, me too, I have to eat. I have to be okay. If I'm okay, my baby is okay. Yeah, was cashing out. And this woman was like jealous of me, like waiting for a man to give. Why not? If if the situation deemed that the man have to take off me, I will stay. Let them take off me. Why not? Why not? Why do I have to strain myself? Why? Tell me why. If you call me lazy, lazy, a woman is supposed to lazy. Yes. Yes. Supposed to lazy. I was like, living okay was like trying to guilt trip me. I'm lazy, I'm this, yeah, I wait for that 2,000 euros every month. It was good. It was good. At times 5,000 euros. And they will say, we will go to club one day, we'll make all this money. Today, how is it now? How do you feel the shame? How do you feel the disgrace? I have a very foresight that I use mostly. I use my foresight. I sound crazy at times, but that craziness will come back to be what I have always said. And they will say, "Oh, you winch." No, nothing winch about that. Nothing. I see all this situation. They will send money to your brother. They will send money to this. Look at the mummies. Even something that the men cannot even voice out, the mummies are helping them to voice them out. How do you all feel? Let's continue.
Abasaki atọpa ise wese ege wewa mama gbe lọ́wọ́ mana mu na ni awen ya wenu no bo ya wenu no bo government of the munani ma be we bo ti ma fight yo dori wu na gwa wo wa.
She's like praising the government. Oh, it's nice to stop prostitution. It's not over here in Europe. It's not the government that is giving us job. It's we that is getting the job. Blah blah blah. After you have enjoyed all the Senegalese, all the Cameroons, all the big ballers in this Europe, now you want to shame all the other women. You want to tell them that their VV is so big. You want to tell them that they don't say, hey, oh, Now you want to tell them after everything. Are you too old to work? Instead of being on live video to lie to all these women, to tell them that you have spiritual power. Your father blow something on your hands. That is what you are using to do divination for them. Eh? Your father did not blow something on your hands so that you cannot go and prostitute and bring money for all your family. He blow something on your hand after you have doing your 20 years of road work. Now you want to sit on live video and continue to shame and scam all these women. It's not going to possible. Anytime I see your video, I'm going to be breaking it.
When you go out when here is street, one on ya, who why when here, why fit too big. Ah, only, I mean, what could they say pure water? Who can do million do not hear scream, let do not hear scream, let the street at the time. When you scream, nobody will the government.
She said that when you see Igbo people, they sell pure water, they hawk things. That why are these people not hawking? In the states where we come from, especially me, most of the men, their dream is to be in the white man's land. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to work. After their sister have worked in this Europe, their mother and their father will obligate the women to make sure they take 2 or 3 of their brothers. And brothers that are shaming their sisters all over social media, along with all these women. They are obligated. If you don't do that, you are not going to marry. You dare not get married to anybody. Your brothers, your sister will not accept that man. Unless you come and bring them to Europe. They don't work. Oh. The 10 years, 20 years that you have been taking care of them, they will not work. When I was growing up in that my state, when a man is approaching you, you ask him, what is your job? If you say, my sister is in Europe. That was their job. When I was growing up, that was their job. Saying my sister is in Europe. That was what I know when I was a girl. She's talking about Igbo men. Most Igbo men, they do a lot. They do a lot of bad things. But when it comes to in Nigeria, many of them came from their own state to dominate my state. They were living in Edo State, doing business in Edo State. Why all the Edo men were like this, anyanya, waiting for their sisters to come from Europe to come and pick them, to send them money every month. These women were bankrolling all these men. They were so brainwashed that they have to bankroll these men. While men from another community will come to their own community, set up business, do import things from Japan, from China, and be selling. They will be looking, doing nothing. And she has make a lot of apologia. She has made a lot of praises to this group of men that are lazy, that don't want to do nothing for their women. If anybody should build a society, it should be first built by the men. It should be first rise up by the men. Not the women. Not. Many Igbo men have 2, 3 stores in Edo State. They build up their community by all men. And the women follow. They don't wait for their women to go to Europe and make money and bring for them. And they were bringing this money, they were using it to drink. That is why there is so much beer parlor in Edo State. There is so much petty club over there in Edo State because they get free money every month. They get free money, scamming their sisters, lying to them to send them money. That is why it is all petty club. It is all ashawo joints in that same Edo State. It's drinking, and lost your kidney. Nothing else. And now they believe it's the problem of the women. It's the fault of the women. They want to drink. They want to get free money and fantasize of coming to Europe. And after they come to Europe, what did they do? They continue with the laziness. They don't want to work. They want the women to work and mule themselves. They want the women to do everything for them, free. So how is that the fault of the women? How? You want them to be hawking. Do you know at what age most African children start to hawk things on the street? Did you know at what age? From 5 years old, many African children are hawking on the streets. They hawk on the highway. I'll call you back. They hawk things on the highway. They grow. There is no child in Africa. There's no, this is a child. No, there is no child. Those children lost their childhood. These are people that will say, oh, the days women were enjoying, women were doing this. Where is the enjoyment? Where is the enjoyment? Are you people living on delusion? You are living on imaginary. What this man told you that you people enjoying, carrying a big wood on your head, backing baby, and be pregnant. All those was enjoyment for people. It was all enjoyment. Your husband will be playing coupon, carrying different women. It was all enjoyment.
Anybody know what's away? Acha way problem in America. Don't add the junior. Acha will reach my respect of me. Out of 100 women, don't be here. 89, you my respect how we are where my house for here.
She's telling the governor like, oh, it's good that you stop prostitute. Don't allow anybody to tell you that prostitution wasn't the problem in the community. They because of prostitution, many women don't respect their husband. Many women don't do this. Many women will be sleeping inside the bed. Their husband will have to clean the house. Their husband will have to cook. Is cooking attributed only to the women? Is cooking attributed only, cleaning attributed to the women alone? Before these women came along, these men, they don't clean their house, they don't cook, or they don't eat, or something is going on with this woman. At the minimum that the African men, for the women, for the marriage, these women will jump out. The moment they see your husband do you smile like this, you have spoiled that man with juju. You have spoiled that man with sham. That man, you have spoiled his life. Why will he be laughing? Hey, a man was laughing today. That woman have spoiled that man with juju. Don't you see that man? They don't want it, yeah. They don't spoil that man. That man is already spoiled too. No, see, he was laughing with the wife. Their mother. All these women, they will condemn you for your husband just laughing with you. It's a problem. It is a problem. Listen.
Because of Acha, you have made. You have all the time when you start your monu.
He said the women sit on their husband's head because of ashawo that they have done, because they have done prostitution. They are sitting on their husband's head. That is what she's saying. Because this man, the 1% that is loyal, it means you are seated on the man's head because they can clean, they can cook for you. You have spoiled the man. These are women that I don't know how they want women to have a healthy relationship. When the man smile, you have already spoiled the man. When the man cook, you have already spoiled the man. When the man clean the house, you have already seated on the man's head.
Because
she said that before she came to Europe, that she never knew that women have to get to orgasm. That she has come to this Europe before she know that women has to come to orgasm. This woman that is talking at this her age, imagine when she come to Europe, she should be just like a little girl. Because most of our women, they love to sound like their old woman, that like they are weller. Yes, so that people will be respecting them. Me, I don't do that. I talk according to my age. I don't have to fake it like I'm. Some of them will want to be fat so that they can be spread everywhere. No. Don't. Obesity don't have anything to do with respect.
So you get with moving where I went to grandma who was lay, memory melee.
She said that is in this Europe that you find out that some men have three brokers, that some men have different things. I'm sorry you encountered that, but you wanted to send money to your family. You wanted to take over the whole family responsibility. I'm not doing that for anybody. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. My father never raised us to take responsibility for the family. My father, the time he spent, the short time he spent with us before he left, he did a lot for us. And I'll never ask to. I can walk. When my father died and we lost our house through fire, I can do business. I can braid hair and do all those stuff in the house. But I can't go more than that. If I should go into prostitution for myself to have a nice house, have a nice life for myself, not for any goddamn brothers or sisters, it's not going to happen. That is that is what you people never think, because that time anybody that think out of the box was a problem for all of you. So everybody choose to keep quiet. I will be criticizing like, how can it be snow and you want to go to the street to walk and your boyfriend is sleeping inside the house? Kick that guy out. I was very tiny. I was very small. One day I will show my picture when I got to Europe. I'm just talking among women that are mature, I know, and because they are with all those age, they don't listen today. Many of them are regretting. Like, kick that guy out of the house. If you have to go do whatever you want to do, go come back home free. You don't have anybody that is wasting your light bills, living on you, cooking and all those stuff. If you come back from work, you have to sleep. You sleep plenty hours. You don't have to wake up and be cooking 3, 4 hours African food for anybody. Anyone listening, look at it.
Ilawe bonete don ewe ta mi yeke we. Amuti ayu we friji we. Ave boye wudo we. Atotanya pia. Bi mere Nigeria ma totanya pia de. Obema mi yeke o mete. Ewe bona do we. Wa na we na isi gbia kia. Bi mere Nigeria ma o me yeke moto. Ama o me wuwu a. Ewe.
She said when she was in Africa, she didn't know that she has to do some dirty job inside the bush, at the back of the car, whatsoever, different styles. She never knew that some bola is bent. She's just saying some words that I don't understand. I don't know what is going on with this woman. I don't know. Maybe she need to get some therapy.
Wuwu abuse. Iwo ni awu mi yeke moto ni awu moto. Ogbo na ri o me wuwu moto na ri o mi yeke moto na ri o wuwu egbo. Mo ri a respect o word on here.
She's saying that a woman that is already be stigmatized, let me be using stigmatized, in the back of the car, inside the bush, inside the so, how will she respect her husband? Can you hear that? That after a woman has been stigmatized in the back of the car, inside the bush, this is that, how will she respect her husband? Black men have been crying about respect for years. No black woman owe you respect. None owe you respect. If you respect us, we respect you. If you do what you're supposed to do as a man, you get respect. Nobody owe you respect. No black woman owe you respect. Stop demanding so respect. You don't need to demand respect. People will give you respect if you are worth it.
But that's what for here I respect o word on here. That is the problem.
He said, how is the women going to respect the husband house that they are going after they have go through all this? And for me, and after they have go through all this money, live their life, and they have to put up with a jobless man, a man that has never been stigmatized at the back of the motor, a man that have never been stigmatized at the back of the bush, nothing. They can't walk. They sat down waiting for woman to go and make money and come and pick them up. Like they are the Russian women that every rich man have to go and marry them and give them a better life. They are resting their feminine energy, waiting for the women that have been stigmatized in the back of the car, in the bush, everywhere to come and marry them off. They were resting their feminine energy. And at the end of the day, the fault is the women fault. Hmm. The fault is from the women. Let me off my data. The fault is the women's fault, oh, that these men refuse to work. They refuse to build themselves. The fault is the women. Yes, that fault is from the women. Yeah.
Pass through the name. We very well look at what you young guy, Namari Suka, Joy,
He said that what the men are passing through, that when they will sleep on top of these women, that the women will look like they are eating cassava that have no sugar after they have stripped off everything with this and a long knife from the women. They want to enjoy sugar. They strip off the honey from the woman and they want to enjoy it. You see how crazy they are with this madness?
Kokobiri ebo la lo ebo okay we nebo is la lo I want me no ebo na me ya vekwa wa shawo ma dem na shawo na mai when I don't shawo na work I shawo not be work and
She said now she want to put the blame on the white men, that after the white men have done it like that which enjoyment is the men going to enjoy. When most of these darky men, when they will enter your bonla, when they will enter your cookies today, they will sweat and sweat and sweat on top. That is what I mean. I don't date broke guys, oh, because I don't want them to come and spoil my aging for me. I don't date them because the only thing they can give to you is to sweat on top of you. That is the only thing they can give to you. That is the only thing they have achieved. They know how to destroy women aging and sweat. No, I don't date them.
I don't know where back
Men that don't make money.
even like that shawo ya bo it's a oh when that shawo ya bo it's a bastard house.
It's a lie.
It's a useless house.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
Ritual house.
She said that the money that these women use their work to do, to build, is a useless money. It's a useless house. It's a bastard house. It's a ritual house. Meanwhile, all of you are on social media praising 18 years old boys. How do they get the money? Many of them are doing rituals. Many of them are scamming people. You don't go talk about their houses. Those are demonic houses. These women work with their own self. They work with their own body. They don't go scamming other people. They don't go promising a woman in America to give them all her resources that they will marry them. They don't go into people's account to hack their money. They work legitly. I don't care. Whatever you think. At this moment, I don't give it down. Okay? I don't see you people calling those people out. The people that are destroying the reputation of that same Nigeria, I don't see you people calling them out. You have to call, you believe you have the audacity to call all these women out. After they have fed your lazy father, all your ancestors. Many of them, they even smell a good house in their life. If not for these women, you dare not talk to them anyhow, wherehow.
Because anytime you see the house, you will always remember your ashawo. Say, igbe agameya bro wana. Igbe agameya bro wana. You know a mark. A man are you benefit.
She said, whenever you see your house, you will feel bad that you use PPE to build the house. Why will you feel bad? Why will you feel bad? Many of your fathers don't even have a house. You see how life is difficult. Many of your own papa don't even have a mold house. Many of your own entire father, if you calculate 200 euros, they couldn't even make it. So Give these women kudos, give them credit. And women, don't feel bad if you see your house, embrace it. That is what you got from them. What I don't want you all to be doing is to be giving all this lazy youth money. Don't give any man money. If they don't want to date you, go level up yourself, date out of the community, date white men, date any other type of men. Your head not there on top of Nigeria or African men head. Date out. Date out. You don't owe anybody obligation to date them. Date out of the community. Okay? Embrace yourself. Forgive yourself. It's not your fault. You were used as a sacrificial lamb. And for all those of you coming at the back, if you come to Europe, if you can help. If you don't want to help, block all of them. Block their ass. Because they are all ungrateful. They will use you. At the end of the day, they will tell you you're a prostitute. Block them all their lazy youth. Those your mothers that have plenty babies, all those ungrateful brothers, ungrateful sisters that you have. That the moment they hear that you are in Europe, they are waiting for you to send money. Money, 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 money. They think you are dollars. They think you are pounds. They think you are euros. Block all of them. They are so ungrateful. This is how I perceive all these things. That is why I never go into it. Because tomorrow, before you thought they will shut up, you that is a prostitute. This is what we are saying now. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Yeah. What were you thinking?
Ige normal job na ya boy the best. Ige kina ya boy the best. Ige biagia. Esoline eva bila jagia kwa.
He said the best money to build a house is not prostitution money. That is normal job. Iyore, why wasn't you doing normal job? Are you still doing normal job now? Don't do normal job. You are sitting at home, joblessly, with your jobless boyfriend. Collecting the pension money of a white man. You are a widow. What happened? Why didn't your young boyfriend go and take you out of that widow status and get married to you? You will never marry. You will never marry. You are going to claim a widow money. You are going to be a widow because that man don't have the financial capacity to take care of you. Even you don't even trust him. He will only take you out of that widow status and give you married for 6 months or 1 year before he dump you. You know that. That is why you don't want to marry. You feel very comfortable being a widow and stay with a man. And you still have the audacity to come to the public and try to bash all these women. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? She said many of the women that the valve of their VV is scattered, is broken. This is what another fellow woman is saying. I've been hearing this BS from the men. I never know that they are mummies that could say something like this. I need to remove one of them so that I can put this one in the channel. He said the women, many of them, their valve, their mekus, their VV is already destroyed before they get to marriage. Why won't it be destroyed? When they have already used all these things to destroy it? Even when you talk about women that are into proper, many of all these whitey, they don't go hard. Many of them don't go hard. 1 minute, 2 minutes is over. Date why? 1 minute, 2 minutes over. They don't like stress you. Okay? They don't stress. Like most of the Daki that is complaining about what they have destroyed right from seven days of birth. They are the only one that will spend 1 hour, 2 hours on top of you. Yes. Many whitey, before they even come close to you, they have already discharged. Yeah, they have already. So who destroyed the thing? And who is complaining? The same people that destroyed the thing are the people that are complaining. So that is why they need to shut the F up. They need to, even you need
Okay, that's me. I'm gonna
to
look
shut
at
up.
okay. Okay, now we are yalla that's me. I'm going. And one more thing, I'm gonna do it. Be okay. Because the current, no longer go and the ashawo.
She said that is the reason that many of the women, when their husband don't talk to them, they don't care. When their husband choose not to sleep with them, they don't care. That because of the current that they have, the current in their body, that they have used it to do pro. How do I station this? The battery is just going down. Then we are going to do
Yeah,
this
go and
again.
the ashawo. Abasaki who are top baba. Abasaki who are top baba. Ashawo don't stop you. You don't talk about ashawo then. Make ashawo. Imagine.
Exposed. That is a lie. She said that the governor of Edo State, thank you for stopping prostitution. We Benin, we don't do prostitution. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. When I was growing up, you see a woman with 6 children, 6 little children. The husband, I'm saying this now. Anybody that want to buy, go and buy yourself. I don't give a damn. A woman with 6 children, the husband, the mother-in-law, the father-in-law will be aware. They will stand for that woman to go and do prostitution. So where did you see that? The Ivieto Bashawo there? That is a lie. That is a lie. These women were exploited collectively. So don't come here and tell me, Ivieto Bashawo there. Some of the girls, they even disvirgin them in the roots. Didn't you know how old are you when you come to Europe? Which business do you have with PP, prostitution? Which business did you have at that age? Where the man Bashawo there? Ugbagwe where they be need that time. Ugbagwe just come out from nowhere. Where the man Bashawo there? When some people, some girls that I meet in Europe, they are the eighth number of their family. 8, last born. 7 people will depend on you, both their father and their mother. 9. And you are saying, yeah, don't Bashawo there. Who do you want to fool? The women. I won't exempt anybody out of this BS. You people own is too much. You lie and live on delusion too much.
But they know how to carry 10 prick a day. When they make, they are enjoying it. But whenever we get doing it, if they're doing a character, a character who got another character. But why we want to tell you, follow you to Takuwa?
She said that these women, that their husband don't sit with them in the parlor, their husband don't give their attention, their husband don't do this. That is why. It's because of the prostitution they did. Come, Iyore. Women, black men and black women have been emotionally separated for years. That is why you will see in Africa, it will be hard for your husband to come and kiss you. Even if he kiss you, we see the reaction of the woman like, this one, this cheater, this liar, this one that cannot provide. All those things will be going on in her mind. Like kissing. I'm begging. Even when they are marrying, you don't see that affection. The society prohibits affection. They hate affection. They dislike affection. Because when it comes to the church, everything that is being preached in the church is hate. Fear this, fear that. This one is a wish. The other one is a wish. The other one is a devil. The other one is this. There is nothing like harmony and joy and good news in the black community. Especially women are demonized. There is a parable in Benin that says, Okwosioma, woman is not a friend of person. There is a parable, Okwosioma, woman is not a friend of a man. Imagine you grow up in a community where you hear all this, that you are not a friend of your counterpart, which is the man. And men use that thing to make parable, that we are snakes, we are not their friends. How do you want that harmony to happen overnight? How do you want the men to come and sit in the parlor with you? Eh? When their mother will come and meet them in the parlor, they will say you have charmed them. You have used juju to hold them, their son. Eh? You cannot even sit in your husband lap in peace. Eh? You cannot even do anything with your husband. Your husband cannot even hold your hand in your father's house. Eh? The day you will come and say you want to go and marry, you will be hiding in the back of the door. Your husband will have visitor at home. You will go and stand in the back of the door waiting for them to come and send you a message. I saw them. It never happened in my house. I have BS uncles, neighbors, FFF. I've saw the fuckery. Okay? The woman will be waiting at the back of the door so that they will call her to come and bring cup for them, to come and bring washing hand, to come and bring this. They will be sending her message as if she's a kaete. She can't sit down as a married woman. If she sit down, even if the mother-in-law is living with them, they say will come and call her and tell her that you took tafia. Your husband is with visitor and you are sitting down. If you are not invited, you cannot go there. So how do you expect the harmony, the love to automatically come? The women are complaining that the men don't sit with them, that they don't do anything. Many of them are busy cheating with their phones. How would they sit down with their wife? You know how many men send me message every day that they like me? I will go to their profile and see that they have wife. What happened to those women? Those women have been stalked. They are stalked. Eh? You want what has been separated generationally for years. You want all the women to fix it immediately. When you will call your husband too much, your husband will start telling people where he's sitting down. This woman disturbed me a lot. She anytime just come up for us, she will just start to be calling me. She will just be calling me. She will just be calling me. That is one habit I have. I don't pester men with my phone. I don't call. And everybody's complaining about it. All men have dated. They complain about it. Because I've seen them. I grow up with men. I've seen them complain. Like, this woman loves me too much, and that love is going to be taken against you. It's going to be used against you. If you show love too much, you will be scammed. If you show love too much, you will become a baby mama. If you show love too much, show care too much, you become a problem. Their mother will start following the daughter. You have charmed my son. You have charmed my son. You have charmed my son. The day you will cook chicken in the house, you want to finish their children's money, their son's money, and you want to say they are complaining their husband don't sit in the parlor because their because is wide. Is their penis bigger than the babies that come out from there? Eh? Some of African men head will be like this, my guy. That thing come out from there. Is that head smaller than the bola? Eh? Or is the bola bigger than this my head? Eh? People will sit down, will start talking nonsense. Eh? Start talking nonsense. You can't even hold your husband in the public. When I was like, the problem I have most when I was married, like we will just dress, we walk around in the community, we hold each other, we kiss in parties, we do. It was a big problem to everybody that we were kissing. Like, go home while you are kissing in the public. Go and meet your children at home. They will remind you you have children, so that feelings will die immediately. They will remind you. That is why I learned how to separate being a mother, being a spouse, being a girl, being a woman, being a human being. I learned it. And I want all African women to know that. They will remind you. When your husband will hold you or you are playing, it becomes a problem to everybody. When a man will push a baby pram, he's a woman rapper. That woman rapper. When you talk good about your wife, you become a woman rapper. And you questioning that the men don't sit in the parlor and the women are complaining. They shouldn't be complaining. It's because their pekus is too wide. They prostitute. That same white man that gave you pension that you are enjoying with that black dwarf that you call your husband. That same man never look at you that you are a prostitute. Never look at you like that. He took you out, give you a better life, die according to you. You like so much, I know. Gave you a house, gave you a property, gave you a pension. He never looked like, he never said that your mekos was too wide. Same many men, many white men do to many women here. They take them out of poverty. You people pull them back to poverty by reminding them that they have to stay with a big bonla. They have to stay with a big DD. That they don't deserve to live in a good environment. They don't deserve their children to be secure financially. They don't deserve because the person have another color of skin. You mock them that those men don't know how to sweat on top of women. They don't know how to sweat on top of women, but they know how to give most women a stable and a beautiful life. Irrelevant if their VV is like this. I have a wife friend. I asked her, I said, what did you love about African women? You know what he told me? Behold, behold. You know what he told me? That, oh, I was like shocked. Like he said, I've dated exactly what he told me is what I'm going to say. I've dated white girls and everything. He said the day I dated a black girl, it's a black girl that have a baby for him. The day I dated a black girl, he said I couldn't date a white girl again in my life. He said, one, he said the black woman body is so hot, it's wide. He said, I go crazy when I met that woman. That whiteness that this lazy youth are complaining for is another man pot of soup. I don't know how a woman that have a big hip, how Avivi is going to look like this, like a Chinese woman that is tiny. Eh? A woman that have a very big hip, okay? I think Avivi will be big. I don't see anything bad in that. I believe a woman that is tiny like this, Avivi, is going to be different. But because these people, they're already been brainwashed by all this dusty, all this lazy youth to think in a certain way and shame women that their VV is so wide. Quarrel with a Nigerian man, you will know how your VV is. They will tell you it's smelling. They will tell you is whatever. That is where they will start to insult you from. I've already understand them. I don't allow it to disturb me. No matter they insult my VV, and I will continue to be with you. They never born you. Your mother need to go pregnate you and come back. We dare not be friends again. We dare not in this my life. Because they so much hate themselves, they hate that place where they come from. So when you have a problem with them, that is the first place that they will say, "Ah, you smelling this, you smelling that." And you think women like me will be hot. No, you shouldn't be hot. These people are sick. They are crazy, along with all these women that are defending them. They're not okay. It's not a normal thing.
Onye gutata ke we kore tiriro akoko ya ne ugbo. Many of them here fucking ya nisa. Eh,
He said, why will the men stay with the women? Already, these women don't have current anymore. They don't have current anymore. They don't have any feelings anymore. Look at iyore or whatever you call yourself. Look at what removed the women current. This is how the current left. Hmm? This is what removed the current. This is it, how the current was stripped from them. This is how the current was stripped from them. That was what the African men believe or think that they could do to their women, strip it off. Because if not, they feel threatened. They have always feel threatened by the African women that they can do better than them, they can exploit, they can do everything. They have a powerful women and they couldn't take advantage of those powerfulness in the women. They decide to disarm them. That is why when any man tell me I should be obedient, I should be respectful, I should be this, I don't give a damn. I give them my finger. There's nothing I'm going to give. I'm not going to be submissive. I'm not going to be respectful to a group of men that can use this to remove every pleasure from their women and at the same time complain like they are dumb.
Fan of what they and after all those roughing lives, oh, by Adola word of what they respect to why, we are here respect to me.
It said that after the women have done all those things, walk on the street, they will say they want to marry. How is the men going to respect the women? I think the women shouldn't even respect the men because they couldn't create nothing, even the basic need in their community, and they waited for a woman to go and work with their VV to bring money for them to build modern house in Benin City, to take their criminals brothers out from the prison. They are most of their brothers that constantly create problems for them in the community. The ROAP women that destroy the community with crime, guns, and everything. Many of them never go to school. Many of them are into criminalism. I think the women shouldn't respect or marry a criminals. You have agreed on your video so many times that most of the men in this Europe are criminals. And there is a proof for that. Many of them are wanted criminals. Many of them are wanted scammers, fraudsters. Many of them are cultists that have taken blood in their hands. How do you think that they are going to make a good husband? How do you think that even their own father was lazy? Their own father couldn't do nothing to protect the women. They have to make their daughters a sacrificial lambs. And how do you want us to respect those group of men? How do you think they are going to make a good husband if they couldn't even provide basic things for the community and their women have to go out and engage in the most oddest job in the world? And at the end of the day, they were re-exploited by their husbands and their boyfriend in the name of marriage. How do you want us to respect those the group of men? A place where there is history of women fighting wars. If a woman have to go to war to protect a group of men, I deem those men as lazy and useless. If I have to go to war in Spain as a woman to defend men, I deem those men as useless and lazy. And I don't care who is hot. I say this and I am unapologetically reaffirm it. They are lazy and useless.
Anyway, they are respected. So Obaseki Wese no na stop ashawo Wese da ya komariawe ashawo we pe lo tornado de mani to gbashawo be se na me we pe gbashawo ijo wa bi me we pe gbashawo mo ni ma bi we pe gbashawo wa ni ma be gbashawo be se na wa we pe ye gbashawo orete na rubike orete na kasu ma emi na mi eri si ashawo bugbe emi ni me eri si ashawo ya ni me re yo wa na me ga lele bo me ma shawo mi ara mi
Iyewu warrior Yowa, yeah, warrior Yowa. You put him at home. We can see, yeah. You put him at home because with all the category and all the things you have said, yeah, you put him at home. No man will really want you. you put that igwe without no palace. You put him at home according to you, from your own mouth you said it, that you put him at home. We know you put that man at home. You take care of him. You use donations and everything to keep him at home. He was complaining on the live video the other day that you don't pay his rent, you don't do this. Yeah, we know when men begin to Spanish. Oh my God. When a man begin to talk about rent, a woman don't pay their rent, complaining publicly, we know he's being paid. He's being paid because he wants you to be paying 50-50 for the rent. And that is not even 50-50. We know you keep him at home. That is what she just said, that the man that she put at home here, we all put them at home because you think that because you are prostitute, you are not a better person, you are not a responsible person, your because is so wide, no man wants you, so you all want to settle for the BS. And you women, don't internalize this message. This is a lie. It is a brainwash tactics. It is a gaslighting. It is a deflection to make you all feel bad. Forgive yourself whatever you have done and move on with your life. Marry people that want to marry you. Marry men with some mentality, not all these mummies and pick me men and women. No, don't go for them.
Yeah, in my Maria Barowana, that's imagine your time. Because you when you met him at more injury than what time injury more Paris. Every so like trouser, only here no keke. I want no moon job. Why you content? Or what a trouser, anyone on that €20. Yeah, wow, and so I say, who said to last will take €20. Only matter of fashion. Yeah, why that's so case so. I don't know about we will be on. Why when a man got a woman on the stop ashawo? Because a mock ashawo, but where is a gig, a corner ya big again, or give me a corner more to or more walk by it. I want to tell the wool you talk about that shower. Who say, I shall wear them man and marry big wood. Dick the eye bonisa, why bonisa, only my kind, my better money.
She said that one of her friends died of HIV. That after doing the work in Nigeria, she died of HIV. They have to bring her back home, blah blah blah. You don't have to be a prostitute to go to have HIV. You can contact HIV in different ways. You can be a housewife and have HIV. The way the black community or most men is going nowadays. You don't need to go to Petty Club and be a prostitute and have HIV. You can get HIV sitting in your home. You can even be a virgin and you can have HIV. Okay?
Mama, quit. In our book. I'll create a job in it. A job will not create it. So I do a key go Jason. You go Jason, we not fish. I'm a businesswoman. Why do I keep? The we battle that we are women. It's not compulsory. Everybody must work for office. All my university no I hear pure water. No I hear pure water. Co. No. Fit there. I will later. Where hear me lay the street. When I go to the government.
She said there should be massaging, there should be selling things in the street, that they don't have to have degree and use their degree to work. They should be selling something in the street. She can't, the most disgraceful thing, she can't even talk to the government. Coming from a state like that with a lot of resources and people don't have anything to live on. Nothing. The women are not even thinking about, the children are not even thinking about, right from the day that the African child is born, she's going to be in poverty for the rest of her life, surrounded by everything. And they want them to be fantasizing about a country that have nothing. Europe is like a desert. And everything that is put here is created from scratch. You're surrounded by everything. She can't speak to them. The problem is the women. Their bekus is too wide. That is the reason the roads cannot be built. That is why Instead of creating jobs, there are pastors running their mouth everywhere. Yeah.
Stop ashawo say o. I say if we member for respect the aru dig back and here gbenu. Member for respect.
She said that our women don't respect men because of the prostitution that they have indulged in. And I don't agree with that. They don't, I don't know. I don't know. If they are not respecting, African men have been crying about respect for decades, for years. We are we are not the reason why you people feel that way. Your situation, your position globally put you there. It's not black women that is going to put respect on you. What you do is what you give you respect. How you position yourself in the society, in the world, is what will give you respect. The respect is not from with black women. The Chinese men being respected globally, the European, the white, or whatsoever country being respected globally under merit for what they do. They're not respected for enslaving their women. They are not respected for giving their women nothing or bare minimum and want the women to give them 200%. They are not respected by not taking care of their children and creating baby mamas everywhere. No, they don't respect them by that. They respect them because they bring something to the table. They make life easier for the women. They create cars, they build a lot of things that will make life easier and accessible to the women. Demand respect, respect. Our respect, your respect is not with us, it's with your fathers that failed. It's not with us. Respect is not with us. Know that, African men. We don't owe you respect. You respect us, we respect you. It's a natural thing. It's not something that have to be passed into law that somebody need to respect you. No, something is wrong with you. When you people constantly chip respect into every conversation, you need to respect a man because you're a woman. And me, I don't deserve respect. Let's finish this video. It's full of shit.
Say ya no puna ya ka we chawa na rogodo. We chawa na rogodo. Wa rogodo gbe aga no gbenu. O me ifalo.
He said when many of them are so disrespectful, people will be asking, do you think that this one is in husband house? So for somebody to, I know that when you talk about marriage, they use that marriage to weaken the women. They use that marriage to shut you up. I remember when I went to the Nigerian embassy to, this is an institutional place in Madrid, to go and do documents. And we were just like having some argument because they were like trying to overcharge me for something. We were like having some misunderstanding. The next thing I was hearing that this one is not married safe, because I was talking boldly because it was my right to speak. And the man was saying single mother. I said, yes, I'm a single mother. So what? So what? There was like, if you have husband, and the other woman in the desk chip into the conversation. She was saying, go and beg the man, even though if he's your husband, uncle. I said, even though he's my husband, this is how I will talk to him. This is how I will talk to him. I said, he was saying, I said, this is the reason why I don't even want to marry some African men like you that cannot even do their job. They are looking for somebody to give them bribe. That is the reason I don't want to even get married to any of you. Because you can't do your work. I said, if I was to be your wife, I know this is how you work and treat people in your office, I will divorce you. They were looking at me. So the next thing they were thinking like, oh, the way you talk, are you a lawyer? I said, I'm not a lawyer. Why do you want to know? Are you married to a white man? You hear what he asked me? Are you married to a white man? They know that if you are married to an African man, that ring will block your head. You can't speak your mind. You can't tap or connect into who you are. You have to speak to them, speak for them. Are you married to a white man? I was looking at them. After speaking with them, everything that I went to do was done. And people were telling me like they don't normally behave like this in this office. They will like treat the women very bad, disrespect them, speak to them anyhow. Then I sharpened my knife and take to the embassy. My mouth was very sharp and I pierced them with my words, which was absolutely correct. They were asking me if I'm married to a white man. So I have to be married to a white man so before I can speak, before I can say some certain ways. See? That is why when they marry you, they don't want you to have single sense. They want, if they can, if the African men could have used this to remove the African woman brain, they would have done it. Maybe it happened that those old mummies that used to strip the down, they cannot open your head. They would have opened it and strip it. They would have do it. I'm telling you. Because the way they don't want you to think, it's like it amused me a lot.
Abaseki gbo where you turn no yawa. Abaseki gbo where you turn no yawa. Epa. Social media president aka Epa Edimofi. Yota ma me mate me. Aware Abaseki ni gunya go Abaseki stop. Oh, man of your ke yago. And then you me power me na ti o so lo power gbe se yo. Central must stop.
Nobody can stop prostitution in Nigeria. Nobody. Nobody.
Remember the name when I was born.
Nobody can stop that because the men, there is demand for it. The men said they are not even in a position not to patronize those people. I don't think that prostitution is the biggest problem in Africa, in Nigeria. No, it is not. It is not. People have bigger problem. Look at Nigeria today. They are doing election. No single women. If there is any single woman, she's there acting a script. She's there just acting a script. That already tell you that the women are not considered in that society. The women are nowhere to be found. If you go to their senate now, sitting or anything, you won't see a woman there. It's all the men. The women don't exist. Even in the bedroom, it's only in the bedroom impregnating them where they exist. The rest, the women are nowhere to be found. They are greedy groups of men. The women are nowhere to be found.
Iyore,
please, you need to go back to that Edo state and take your wheelbarrow and build a shade and start looking for money. You need to. You cannot sit down in a society where men build for women and be running your mouth. You cannot do that. Go to that Nigeria and take a wheelbarrow and start selling your things. That is where it fits you, not on this live video. Creating lies, fake narrative, advocating for nonsense.
I want to go stop in Echo 1 in region. Wow, my baba. Madame, every money I deal with you. Madame, every money I deal with you. I got a little let me sketch many region. I mean, I am away. Oh, no, when I'm going to go back to stop ashawo.
She said that Madame took her to Europe. The first time she went to the street to walk, they were using hot water to press her vagina. This girl can lie, as you see, and so she can lie. She can lie. This one. Iyore, how old are you when you come to Europe? You are a liar. You are lying. That is a lie. How old are you before your parents say, may you come Europe, come find money for them? I fear no fear.
Because he was here, he married a Roma. But your panel le ke azie wubu.
Lie.
O we na do yin ya be no momo. So why you can name support about second year where all enjoy life ile. Wa no be aga igba man enjoy life wo we back pa wa hin. Okonu ya degedege say pastor degedege I don't care about degedege. I don't care how much you make for prostitute. It's a nonsense.
Iyore, if that Egedege is a bastard Egedege, Iyore said that they were using rope to press her pekus for you to know that she's a liar. There is no way somebody is going to rub on your pekus. There is no way somebody is going to put rub on your pekus. It's not possible. I remember the day I used rub to rub my face by mistake. I know how painful it is not to talk of inside pekus. And Iyore, to start with, to put the example that the house that you build with Igbeaga money is not worth it. You have to go and use bulldozer to scatter that your house on live video. Do it on live video for us. Any house that you build when you were in the street of Paris, carrying Senegal, Mali, Chad, and all, go and use bulldozer to make example, destroy all those houses. Then we will know that all the money that you work with your sweat is bad money. If you don't do that, you better shut up forever.
C'est spiritual money. If you don't know me, you know you. It's a shame. As a child of God, as a human being, if you were zero, can wake up to 2 last when you will not have you are proud of that.
I fear this woman. She's saying that the money that these women make, that the money is bad, the house is bad, that they should be ashamed of themselves that goat and fowl came down and spat inside their vajaja. So they should be ashamed of themselves. And I'm challenging her to go and bulldozer those houses that she have down, to destroy those houses, so that she will show example to us that truly that what she's advocating for, shaming these women, telling them the things that they got from the street is bad. She should go and use bulldozer to destroy those houses.
We got shower ya bowana. I beg you, I can move on for our talk.
I walk out for myself, but when you not be like this, you never come to meet me for me. Nyaka, but when nyaka, nyaka lazy. Iyore said she will be nyakari. Iyore, you, we don't chop almost the men we do in our village finish. You say the nyaka. Story. Tell us. Na nyaka. Not be real nyaka. Not be only nyaka. Story. Now somebody they
mean I preach Asha will not be walk. My sister, don't.
Yes, Asha will not be walk. But Asha will not be walk. Yes, but the women that have walked that walk, you have to respect them. You don't have any goddamn right to degrade them or to degrade their efforts. Okay? You don't have the right to demonize them. They have done that work and they have grown past it. You don't have the right to tell them they should do this, that their body is this, that their house is this. Well, how dare you? Who give you the right to say that? Who give you that right?
The young man who are talking about with beggar. Oh, why not give our no better war with him and message? Don't ever care.
As you come, they use your donation, they laugh people for social media, say they don't have money, they are poor, they are this, they are eating under you. You don't think about that. Eh? Many of you will come to live video with nothing. Later, all these women will brainwash them, they will trust you, and you start cashing out and building house. Later, you will come and tell those women that they are poor, they are this, they are that. Fake prophetess. After you have worked all your life, and you fail to make money. Now you want to tell them they should go and bath with salt and water and come and give you testimony.
Don't care.
What's the woman I destroy when we with ashawo?
Egbewe rikan. Otafunwa o we lebedi a e was.
iyore ashawo we ga unu we na to package won na mo bla boy you wa le bai ashawo be nihin you were there waiting for a old man to come and buy. Today now you can condemn the women wey marry oyibo pass. You were waiting for the old man to go to 6 feet so that you can keep the property and become a widow. But today you forget you are the one that will condemn women that have white man at home. You are the one that will shame them that they should leave their old man after you have collected something from your own. You and your boyfriend, you went to go and put that man in the grave as if he doesn't have any family. You will tell the rest to leave their own and go and be begging a man with money to marry them. Why you patiently wait for your own to buy?
Many of them, when you have them, that's me. How we have a bedi a no bet you in because they clear the eye move be. Yeah, be. So why we? I can a man fuck you where we are here we bet. We are here we bet. Yeah, whenever I wash away,
Iyore ni ye do ya ta won wi won bo se. When we no jian ya be bedi. Iku obe nu je no me mentality we nu je. Emi ni ya zanzibiere gbe na hina. Na wetin dey take zanzan all the women body wey dey sleep like epeto yimi for we bedi. Na kin. Ikpe do ikpe Nigeria ga agwa lo. Ni ko olowi dididi epeto yimi. Ni ami oko wa lowe no kenya. Ni ami oko ya wo re ne gbiyan. Oko aleliya e ti le lo pe are. Ona ya ga agwa lo. Why ikweni ya destroy you white be? Why ikweni ya circumcise of you wa? Don't allow anybody to circumcise your daughter. Don't allow anybody to circumcise your son. If they want to circumcise your son, to the hospital. Don't allow illegal circumcision with objects like this. It need never to be done. Never. If your husband asks you to circumcise your daughter, tell you say your daughter will spoil because you do not use something like this, take circumcise and leave that man. That man not be better man, not be man will love woman, not be man will respect women. This is how all these women become a coffin in the bed. They don't feel anything after they have been stripped out of their pleasure as a woman, as a human being. Okay?
good. Wait till not the top. Shower good. When I what twist.
It has nothing to do with prostitution, ladies. My sisters, if you know they get feelings for man 247, you not get anything to do with prostitution. You not get absolutely nothing to do with prostitution. The reason why you know they get feeling for man now circumcision. How person go use this kind? The thing when they remove from your body, now the sweetness, now the ash, now they remove. See, the pleasure, now they strip comot from the men who una think say they love una, they care about una. Now here the wickedness from start. Now here the respect me, be submissive for start. After they don't remove this one, they still say we black women we still continue with our life. They want me to come become slave. They want me be say una not get man to talk. They want me be say una be nobody. Now so. Now they remove that thing when they inside and they find where they want press bonla put inside. Make I don't know what they want see for where they don't remove. They don't remove everything. Some women they lucky say they cut and small. Some women they use this thing to remove every meat, every enjoyment when they get for their body. Or tell me who. Maybe be aganu gbe or si enu na ri kan we bedi be ni jore hae. Un digbe aganu gbe or si enu na enjoy. Nu na ekpiti we bedi. My sister mana we magun. Emi na ya zolori eni ya no ruwa gbe e blade we e ho ne twin ya zole emi no ruwa gbe un de gbegbe aga oni ma get anything to do with it. Ave dede dani ni jevi jore na. Iyan si o me no gbadun. Iyan o si ame no gbadun. ya na we ya ri oji ya bo de terere ga agun ya o ma gbon ya ki e wo bi iwo ri adede iya wa fun susu mo gbewe iya ye gbe mi na ya azanzo mo na bi 7 days again ti a hari ori erin ro egbe yin o bi na ti pleasure na ti ori erin orgasm iya gage ya you egbere ne wa iya gata we yin ya ezana zana my sister edame e gaga edame ave wo bi wori adede edame ya ave mani oni anju wa ya kun go pe ni ake you wa kun go be live video na wa ma e be wo de se wa be ge ne wi ya ladian with a full color yan na yan be ge wi ya yi yan ko ri yan na wa pa e ya ha ya we nonsense na yan itale mi no ri aginu wa ne wa so wa me problem with other na bi pe ani amuri ane gweze yan ju nu yan ri ane iye ya me problem with owo kiyan oko na iyo na ya zanze mi ya no ro egbe eye ni ana alu na ye gbe ko devi ni awe ni ari ye gbe ari akwe no ko devi na we na ri ye gbon ari na yo na ya gia egbe va te we na ri yin e ori eni e no awe nu we ri abe bedi ara o we nu e ga screaming ara we ne mi nu e ga won e awe nu gia inu ke pe to yin ye bedi ni bungi hiana yana ivie yore na ri epo ona ri kuse ona neho ya lele ya hian o wi gbe aganu wa gbe no egeni ana agage mi na ya na miamia ya ma ewe ori ya uji ku egbe ipia na yore ma bi yo ae ni a support gori ya ni a uji ku egbe abe ona ne gege na ya gage iku egbe na zanzi ku uwe ya iyore gi ya soyo sore okwo no polekun mane ikwe blacki mani bu wa polekun ma wa mekun opolo okwo iseti a mekun opolo be ri owo e ni kere o ma easy because ekun no ve ni eruwe ha we ya belele okwo no be slim eri emi e ha we kere because emi okwo kere o ma mi we okwo ni eri kan we bedi o ma mi we epete oyin no o ma mi we mi e na no iyan wu oboma aya dole gboma je oboma ya dole ni na neji abi na mi pia ni we wori ya na e yore side na wa e bi edo togo meni do wa ha support e o wa ha pobo ne o no ju nu ya zanzu wa o no ju nu ya mu wa gboto o itogo meni asobi edo itogo meni wa o wari go ne no ya atie bonu wa send the star ne no ya atie bonu wa o ma no ma ye school no do ke village champion yevo yo kan do avance wa yo kan ga mo wa mi no sunu yo kan ga mo wa mi ne sunu wa o ma he avance wa make sure we no ma ni ya avance wa ma taru we e o ma city total ye live video with 2022 na no junu ya ta lo oge junu ri atori ya ho wa junu ya we mi ya e hin agba yemi ya wori ya ju wa gbe mi wa ni buna ye pe ti oyin mi bedi wa ni buna file bo pa be dero i mare obu kan ona maro obi Nigeria obi edo ori bege obu kan file ona mo ari hospital na we gbe constructive ani yen na do ri yemi ni agia ni yen na do ri kere ni gbeji ba eri o pi aya gbe la ti atu wa ta le nonsense because eru wa bi ju wa o du ori ya na ju wa gbe ona ni jore na imwepo mwegogo mukuse akpelele ya kan wu wa isono so nyanya eva vi yari yane ikpe ya tie bonu wa be o ni ku ni do le yo to we yan ne ru wa ju me ma me ya huwe no be do apa mi sikanya wa ikwe Nigeria ami sikana pe mu nya wa e kan wa ami sikana ni akpe nya wa okpe akpa mi sikanya wa okwo ni wa akpa mi sikanya wa dede ni wa han ladi am slave ni wa yari egbu wajina no ma se na ti mommy awe mommy awo fere kita ave wo bi warrior dede wa we mommy dede ni wa akpa gbe bo be ni wa bi na ibi dede ni wa han akpa gbe be disrespect na offend disrespect wa o kita disrespect wa ologbo disrespect wa tete ni wa han pa gbe wo ve na iyore we a je bi an wori ya na ji ko na gbe nu mana set it time sisu wo yi me nwa sere do community wo won nu pe no so togo na ya ki un gi obaseki Why notice me with the community? And we community no we one. E wo bi owu yan e champion we also na. Oge ave portable ni jo we govern ni jo we a governor. E ami na. Ikwo ye be peto yimi. Ijoro ye be peto yimi we bedo ovigbo. Because ya ye blade na ya zanzan wo e ya me. E igbe aganu gbe we Paris. Ave ke Senegal ekpo ni. Wa enjoy egbe data be dede ni ga re wa yama ye blade na ya gagi wa kia uwe because of eru wa we ni agage no wa ga feel ni ropa no wa ye pe to yin so ikwo na wa kan do blame na omo no re 7 years obe mo no se be ya ta we la o wa ga ma piko ori eni no ro me gbe ni ki omo no re 7 years ya setita omo 7 days yan wa ya ge yan piko omo no re 7 days ya setita wa we ni ko respect ni aso me CV unu ni aga ya taibo we wala wa gabi na piko ori ni no ro egbe ni yan gbe biere ya gbon ni yan give me unu ya do taibe live video wa be ari star ni ya mommy na ke ni ake mommy re awari ade wa po bo ni yan edo yan we education is power. O mesiti fi egbe na yo wan he benu we delicate se owo odo gagi emi that is electric wire no connect me ya and disconnect o ye mi pa a connection aye laare because your time ban or where a connection wa give me current dey gbe agage current ya be gbe ne me make ni jore we ne current laare atebe ko manage ihe yere ni bu ma ke ni wali ya kede me ya tota ni bege mata ni ya to because you're a follower 2 people na dey watch a 2 people no watch me na me like because a 2 people you're do ya have followers no ya to an gullible iviebo me na we gekpo ereba ijore na we yon the champion okono mo gba yo wa okono mo de va be webo owe peto yin wa hin yemi ni ya hin ju wa hin peto yin re do in Nigeria abi o mi 7 days awa yo no na gaga egbe ya aya solo we ya mi no kan ya e jore na we wa na respect o si e ni wa na me feeling e wa we ni bi a enwina e wa we ni anyu ba wa eh wa we ni ya me ni aye life yan yawo no bu na talk say make the men no work now this one they circumcise African women. This is what they use to circumcise African women, destroy their vajayjay, and at the same time they have to shame them that they don't have pleasure in bed. Many of them are very stiff, many of them are this. Some African men will do something with you, they will go and be telling another man that you scream too much, you enjoy too much, you are too spoilt. You will ask your husband, like you want to do something, you want to get down with him. Your husband will say you are too spoilt. You will kiss your husband, is a problem. African women have suppressed their feelings, their pleasure for years. We cannot even be like a woman. We cannot speak like a woman. We cannot behave like a woman. It means we are making shakara. So what do you want us to do now? Should we go and buy padlock and lock in our VV? Or should we buy lock and lock in our brain? We cannot think. If we think we are too oversappy, our degree is going to end up in the kitchen. Our studies, if we like, we get 20 degree, we are going to be slave. Your school is rubbish. Your brain is rubbish.
Somebody tell me what they say. If they fucking why go they sleep? Why now? Ashawo wait too. You don't do Ashawo almost 10 years for each channel.
Iyore, that is a lie. That is a lie. If the man is doing his wife and the wife is sleeping, this is it. Why the woman don't feel it. They have used this when the child was 7 years old to strip the pleasure from the woman. It's not because she done prostitution. It's not because she has a lot of count of men. No, it's because of this. The pleasure of the woman have been stripped up with this thing, with this object. That is why the woman is sleeping. She doesn't feel anything. And the reason why this object was applied on those 7 days babies, Vivi, was the reason for her not to feel anything, for her to be sleeping. It was only the brain that the African men couldn't operate. It was only the brain. If they could use this to operate the brain and remove the black woman brain, they would have done it. That was how threatened they were of us. Many of them, right from their father, they never loved us. They look at us as a threat. Circumcision is the reason why those women are sleeping, and lack of affection from most of the black men. Okay? It's not because they indulge in prostitution. At the end of the day, those things that you just said is pleasure for so many women. The Colombian women indulge in prostitution. Most women, Argentina, Brazil, a lot of them, Latino American, they indulge in sin. Many of them are married off by Spanish men, by their men. And I don't see them complaining about the size of their VV. I don't see it.
The other one say if the fucking wife go say Zegewe, because why? You don't do ashawo.
It's a lie.
So 3 months,
It's a lie. He said when the man is doing the woman will say, be fast, be fast, be fast. Because some men said they don't even go to foreplay. They don't even cariñoso with the woman. They don't even a whole day said they will be looking. The woman is cooking, cleaning, doing work and chores. She's so tired. And in the night, they want to still raise one of her leg up and do the French style. Who does that? Is do it fast and leave. Every woman that know what I'm saying now understand that. Most women that is stressed up will do it and leave. Yes.
because of Haya, no way right now, because of the ashawo what they do, don't tire them. Greek not they upgrade them again. If they fit get man, we carry them go for house.
This is the same men in Africa that will stay with a woman. They will punish the woman by not doing anything with her for months, 2 months, 3 months. They will stay with the woman. They won't do anything with her. What stopped the men from doing something? Eh? They don't stay like that, oh, like they don't. If they don't do with you, they will be doing outside.
Yeah, what better can one lay here? Before, if you not do
He
as
said
I
they will
say, man,
stay 3 months
even
without
if you not make
sleeping
a
with
man,
their
yes,
husband.
you go dey cry. Your body
Yeah,
will be
it's
full
female
forward. But now,
circumcision. There is
because
no
of
affection.
ashawo.
It's a lie.
So my sister, pray, may your children not do ashawo. You will do ashawo when they look me so. Pray, may one of your children not do ashawo. Don't ever wish your children to do ashawo. I go niece. I know the fishable to talk about my past. I believe my past can change a lot of people. I go niece.
Yeah, you no go feel shame because you be mommy, you pick me, you're fighting for the men. You will not be ashamed because you know that you have been bashing these women for long and you stopped and you started bashing these men and the men stopped supporting you. And you know that if these men stop supporting you, they are definitely going to prohibit their wife from watching you. That is the reason why you are coming out to talk about these women. We know there is no other reason why you are doing this. You are doing this because of the women. You want to bash these women so that their husband will feel good with you and always try to watch you, because you know black women humiliation is a big business. Black women degradation on social media pull a lot of followers. So it's easy for you to cash out from that.
Una no village where they call me. I go visit my friend. That my friend, she don't die eat it. When I read that, she say, "You're the lima aripo." I go there in a lady and my one would I go up and I do movement. My one would say, "Pack on what you see, what you see." So if I'm happy today, what about the kids stop ashawo? I can why we don't need any rambo.
She's talking about a story that she went to visit a friend in a state called Nice in France, and she went to prostitution with her friends on the street walk, and the a guy picked her up, and the guy put in on her. That is one thing when it comes to you working as us worker. It's a very dangerous work. Many people don't regard you people. They look at you people like maybe you don't have families, or when you disappear nobody's going to look for you. They look at you like you are not a human being. That is why you see in Europe, the government try to put humanity on you people, because on those women that are doing those jobs, because they believe that they are doing the social work. Apart from that, that many of them are getting money from it. That is why you see most of the government are beginning to legalize that job, so that many of people will be paying tax, and they will be protected in any way and any form. You see the police parading the areas where they are doing those jobs, and they have to put humanity on it. And the government believe that those workers are doing a social work, because if there is no prostitution, many men are going to the country or the community is going to be unsafe. Okay, so there is nothing you are going to tell me like in as much as you condemn it, there is going to be people that are going to do that job. There are people that are engaging in that jobs and making a lot of money, and they are well protected. They don't go doing a rough job. That is, I will not tell an adult not to do what she has to do. Okay, there's no way I'm not going to, they're not going to do this job. And the only thing I hate is when you are being trafficked, when somebody is benefiting directly from that job from you. If you're working for yourself, you feel like you want to work, you are not obligated, you can do it, and you are not a minor, you can do what you want to do. For somebody to come out and try to demonize you, tell you your VV is wide because of this, the your VV is destroyed, scattered because of Monla. When we talk about the type of PP that most African women do, is the it's like the most easiest one, okay? Many of them don't work in hotel. Even in my area here, in my state here, is a state that is socially bonificated. They help a lot of people socially, whether you have document or not. The government here help you a lot. So when it comes to prostitution, let me say 5 years ago it was much, but now you can only see just one person on the street, one African girl in very close to my house here. She's working there. You don't see anybody. And when she pick up a client, she's not taking those clients to the hotel. Okay, I'm going to details because at times I hate all these exaggerations and lies. When she take these guys, she take them to the bush. Okay, see, like when we talk about nature of the white, You take them to the bush. Most of the time, it's not that something like, I don't know where those VV destroy and all these things come from. I believe those VV destroy and all come from this. It's not coming from those women most of the time passing by when the thing was hot, a lot of them walking there. Most time maybe they see me passing with car or bicycle, most of them will be hiding and all those stuff, and I understand. Okay, at times I will just come across them, maybe they're inside a bush there and all those stuff. You see them maybe bending down, all this stuff. Most of the daki, I'm not a child, okay? I've dated quite some while. You see, you see them like bending down, that 1 minute is finished. So how does that bending 1 minute and all can distress somebody and vivi? Eh? How? So at times we need to go into some details, some experiment to really understand when people want to lie, people want to exaggerate, because we have grown up in a community where the men degrade these women with all these ways of all this nonsense and all, and it's getting too much. I see some comment, it's so disgusting. And this my phone, it doesn't pick comment. I would have been picking some comment and can make a reply to some of the comment. I think we will be doing that too. So I see so many lies being said, and some women feel guilty. That PP something goes with a lot of low self-esteem, with a lot of low self-worth, and most women are going to believe the lies that this woman spill every day to them. We need to break down this narrative of lies. Why your body is like this, is like this, is like that. Why you can't exploit this or that. Why they tell you to hide your beautiful breasts. Why they tell you to do this. Why they tell you to do that. You have to know. You have to know. Why they use the Bible and the religion to make you look ugly, telling you you shouldn't put in earrings, you shouldn't put in makeup, you shouldn't put in this, you shouldn't put in that, you shouldn't dress in a certain way because you look beautiful. They want you to conceal that beauty because the white many of them are the white supremacists. They wanted you all to hide your face so that they can promote the standard of the so-called standard of beauty, which is the white woman. They said you should wear turtleneck, you should cover everything. And you don't understand. You should never explore yourself as a woman. That is a sin. You cannot enjoy yourself. You cannot explore pleasure that your body brings out. It's a sin.
Na so the boy just carry gun. Na so the boy just carry gun. No one here kelele nya. Owi go ya ni ewo na so we ni mu ni ye. Ona ri osisi, ona ri ho mi. God so kind, a company of Pagari, like security river. Next one go.
She's talking about her ordeal with some bunch of criminal when she was in the road work. It's normal. Most guy is a night job. Most guys look at them as a target. That is why you see over here in Europe, the where women do those jobs, police normally patrol a lot. Even the city where I was living before, I was among the people that were fighting the women that was on the streets, okay, fighting for them because most of other African women were obligating them to pay for the government road that they were standing to 200 euros for a stand. And I said, it's not going to happen. And I have to chase the woman that was trafficking them out of my city with the police because she was collecting money from those women every month. They have to pay her 200 euros, 250, 300, depends how obedient they are. That is why I tell African women, you need to be ruthless at times. You need to use your craziness. You have it for a reason. If you have to be crazy with some people, you need it. If you have to be nice, you have to take everything. Don't throw away anything. At times, you need those weapons for yourself to defend yourself. They will be like, oh, I have to pay for the road. I said, wow, the government road? I said, that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. And they were made in my city. They never spoke about that. They find it normal. They say, be that the woman is the first person to come to the road, she is obligated to be collecting money from people in the road. I said, no, that road is not your father's road. You can't collect money from anybody. I've seen them.
Aidez-moi, police! Police! Police, aidez-moi! Aidez-moi! You the so you are me for my just see the camera. But he was trying to drag my bag. Then when he got almost 500 € away with them. Try to collect my bag.
They said did they bring those girls from Africa? Some of them do. Some of them do. They do bring those girls from Africa. A lot of them they brought from Africa. Yeah. To pay like 60,000 euros, 50,000 euros, 35,000 euros, 45,000 euros. And some of them we finish paying, their madam will add another money to it. And after those payments, some of their madam will ask them to give maybe 10,000 or 5,000 to their mother. They will ask them to give their mother Hollandis. This wrapper is what they call Hollandis. You know how many women that go to the 6 feet because of this wrapper? At times I try to suppress a lot of things, and when I see all these things on social media, it's so painful to me. All this fake narrative and all this stuff is so shameful to me that somebody have to drag all these women. No, yeah, it's like it sounds like a Nigerian movie. Yeah, then it was reality. There was a girl that I know, one of my baby girl. She have to pay 45,000, no 50,000 in 1 year. 1 year. The only help I can do for her was like I would tell her, as you are working, don't send all the money to your madam. If you can give me some money, I will help you to hold it and send it to your parents at home. She was doing that. She paid 50,000 under 1 year. And after, because the madam saw that she paid that money so fast, she decided to add extra 10,000 euros to it. The 10,000 euros was the money that she used to cross the Mediterranean Sea to Spain, and she was deported back to Africa. She risked her life to cross the Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, you must work every day. You must work every day. That is why most of them hate me, because they know I can't tolerate that. I was actually against everything that they are doing. I was actually against everything. They always find me somehow where you have to work every day. You have to work in the night, you come back maybe 6 o'clock because we were staying together then. They will go to work, I will be at home. They were so pissed off with me and was obligated. Was obligated, okay? They have to come back maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, it depends. They work every day. Yeah. And there is always problem to solve in Africa. Their father, their mother, the bunch of children that their father creates. All these women have to cater for them, send them to university. The ones that are criminals have to go to prison several times and come back in the expense of their sisters. Many lives were condemned. Many of them went to 6 feet in this my eyes. When I sat down, I'll just be looking at them. We see fight every time on social media. It has always been like that, even in the street. It was fighting. Voodoo. People don't know what's going on. You don't know. You don't know.
If like say keep
Many of these women, they have boyfriend. They will even use some of their girls to settle their boyfriend so that we marry them. The women will be paying boyfriend just to settle him. And this woman have the audacity to come and describe their body. Their body was destroyed because of prostitution. She forgot what this thing can do to a 7 years old baby, a 7 days, aka circumcision. Tell me the reason why somebody want to strip out somebody's pleasure with this. How do you feel if somebody remove everything from you and they want you to scream on the bed? They want you to be shouting, that is good, that is good, this is good, shukudi, oh, yeah, 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 there, put it here, put it here, put it here. When I will see them at times saying, all these African women, they want you to do it harder. Other is because they have used this to destroy. This thing have done so much damage. That is the reason why they want it harder. They're so confused. Yeah, you can't feel anything. They're so confused sexually. And the men are even worse. They can't even foreplay. They can't even be cariñoso with these women. Like, love them. The only place where me myself I've always feel loved. I've always feel in a relationship, okay? I've always feel loved, feel tierno, and soft is with other group of men. Yeah. It wasn't other way. It was nice. The treatment, everything was soft and nice. The conversation, a lot. You cannot be with a man that is ash, dusty. And in the night, you want everything to be carry one leg up, carry two leg up. You make love, you don't make war. You make love, you don't make war. They want to
you call now for see me
they want
today.
to come out
Boss
from
here
the
now you
womb.
wanna shower. The guy one of my friend again, say shower yana be. The killer yana move for. If France on a sunu,
We
yana
know.
move for webo. Ashawo yana mwerubo, yana for webo.
Yeah. That is why when it comes to PP work, it's very, very dangerous. Even in Spain here, a Spanish man even did the same. She's talking about the that one of her friend was unlived. Okay, it happened in Spain here too, where the white man um um saw this girl on the street. He wanted to take the girl out of the street, and the girl was demanding for money to pay a trafficker, and the white man gave her money, and the trafficker continuously telling the girl to ask for more money, more money, more money, and the man was actually giving them more money. And it got to a stage where the man was so frustrated, and the man have to do the unthinkable, and at the end of the day, the man was the girl was unlived and dumped in the dustbin, and then people saw her, and because there was nobody to claim that girl thing today. Nobody came out to claim that girl thing today. All the madams and everything, this thing happened in Madrid. All the madams and everything went and hide themselves. They went and hide. Even the family, nobody claimed her. They were even talking about the money, indemnisation. the money that was awarded to her for damages, nobody came out to claim it. Are you going to tell me that that girl don't have a family? Probably, maybe they are threatened. They don't want them to speak. Nobody want to say how she come to Europe, who she was giving all the money and everything. So a lot have been done to many of all these women. Many of them, many of them have been ROAP right from Africa. Many of them have been through the unthinkable in the desert. Many of them have been through a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Don't worry, I will try. Okay, I don't want to say anything because at times when you say something, they will just pick up the content immediately and start doing it. So we are going to go little by little on this page.
Ashawo no good. Ashawo no good. Don't ever listen to person wey go say Ashawo good. As if you dey lie make dem dey make millions a day, Ashawo is not good, my brother. Ashawo is not good, mama. Okay? Ashawo no good. For your children to do Ashawo, make dem dey work, make dem dey do cleaning for office or master. Ashawo ma. So Obaseki Wesi. Many people may talk, say, I only a problem in man, they do bed. We are saving money. We are saving man. Emma. Only a problem in an do.
She said prostitution is not good. Yes. What about the men that are demanding the service of the prostitute? What message do you have for them? Hmm? Do you think anybody can stop prostitution in all over the world, even in Nigeria? A country where a married man have 3, 4, 5 side chick or 2 side chick. In a country where the married men can't even allow their house girl to grow, even their daughter. So it's a big deal. There is a service and there is a demand for it. No matter how you try to shame these women.
Only that there is problem, but a problem no name and a big idea. The I buy a berry or a so far a land or a white beer again. So they forbid that shall will not forbid it. So glory be to the Almighty God.
So what you just heard is what it is. I'm doing this video specifically because most of our audience are most of the women that were trafficked down here. Most of them can't read, most of them can't write. That was why I was talking in our language so that they would understand what I'm saying. Because she normally speak to them in our language, and most of those women, anything you tell them is sinking direct into their head. That is why you see many of them looking very crazy. Many of them need to go for therapy. Many of them need to let all those their dusty boyfriends, the husband go so that they can live their life. Many of them are really, really traumatized. Many of them are in abusive relationship after being milked and exploited by the whole entire family. Many of them have been through enough and enough. That is why I always want to make videos like this, because when you see everybody is like against them, everybody is like against us. Europe women is bad. Europe women is this. Europe women is bad. Europe, that is why the men go to Africa. They go to Africa to marry. What success is the marriage that they go to Africa bring out? It still come out to single mother. It still come out to single mother. Many of them still make those women that they brought from Africa single. Many of them bring those women here. They still continue with their conflictive life. They still continue with their lies and cheating because they have mummies that are going to heap all the problems on the women, that are going to say the women are the problem. These men are sent, they have no problem. The problem is the women. They are doing this, they are doing that, they are doing this, they are doing that, their pecos is too wide. If the pecos is too wide, it means your bonla is too small. There is another size that will contain that pecos that you think is wide. Means your bonla is too small. Your cassava is too small, brother. Hmm? That woman need somebody. That is when you put your leg on shoes that is bigger than you. It's like that. It's like that. If you people want to be measuring sizes of women body, I'm tired of hearing your pecos is smelly, your whatever is big, your whatever is big. Like a woman that have a good hip, like most African women, you don't expect their pecos to look like this. It's not possible. They are not Chinese. I won't say Chinese women pecos, but I'm just imagine they have very small hips. There is no way with all those hip for their pecos to look like this. Always complaining. Even this mommy, the same thing. They always complaining. If you because you have done something and the thing damage your life, that is you. That is you. It doesn't mean that every woman is scattered. They are lying in the bed like no. If you are having that problem, you have money, you can go reconstruct your body. They can do it. There's a doctor that started it in Spain. Yes. This complain, smelly kpekus, smelly vivi. The men will say it, the women will start saying it. They use it as a curse word to degrade themselves. This is completely wrong. People need to respect yourself and stop helping this man to demand respect. We are not UN. We are not IMF. That sees all the money, all the resources in Africa. The women are not in the position. We are not the one that is taking African president to UN meeting, and instead of them to say what is affecting their country, they will start sleeping there. We are not. So stop demanding respect your husband, respect your husband, respect your husband, respect your husband. Your husband will pound you. Respect who? Respect is given to who earn respect. Your kpekus is too wide because you were doing this. Your kpekus is too smelly. Are you people really okay? People need to think properly. This is not normal. It's not a normal behavior. It's not normal. At all, at all. It's all shade of disrespect. Smelly kpekus. You see all of it. Smelly kpekus. Smelly kpekus. They will put it in their heading of videos. Mebekia. Neretekia. This one. Ekia. People should put some respect on yourself. I don't understand. Many women, I have a lot of Brazilian friends, a lot of women, Romanians. You people are even learning when it comes to PP. People don't even learn. Romanians, when you see mafias, when you see them, the Romanian mafia that was arrested by the Spanish government that the other day. This man have more than 10,000 girls working for him all over Europe. You don't hear them disgracing themselves. You don't hear them saying that their women because is this, is that. When you go to this road where they call it in Madrid, where the women work, there are they have Romanians, girls, young girls that are working everywhere. They have patron that is working for them all over. You don't see them coming to social media to tell their fellow women that your pecos is smelly. You are a single mother because your pecos is wide. You people okay? That is the pekus that bet all you big head, all those your war head. If you so hate that pekus, you and the men that you are defending, why do you all decide to come out from them? Eh? Something big like this can come out from them. When something small like this enter, it will scatter it. This is what scatter it, not something like this that come out from them or bigger than this. Where is the logic? He say, what does Ekia mean? Lolekia. The Ekia means bonla. It means Penis. Yes. That Ekia that they add to it is what that thing that I spelled mean. You see? Instead of them to erase all this their past, start again, they allow all these men to brand them as internal prostitutes. Do you do you know many Brazilians, many Latino American girls, they have done this work. I bet you. If you see them, even if you walk with them in club, you see them in the street the next day. You will see them dressed in nice boots, dress well. They will be going with their Spanish boyfriend. You dare not say that you know them in the club last night. I have many Brazilian friends, Renata, all of them. They work in club. You will not even know. You will not know. They come here, make money, go back to their country, buy nice house, and clean up everything. Change. They put on different wig. They look nice. Their life. They are back into the society. All of you that do bush prostitution, you want to use it to rub your heart. You want to tell your other fellow women that their pekus is destroyed, their valve is destroyed, um their current is destroyed because they did prostitution. What do you know? Eh? Can't this thing destroy somebody's valve and all those stuff? Eh? Is this the soft oyibo cassava that will destroy your valve? Eh? When Daki man will be doing you ada for free. Ada, you will bring first child. Ada, you will bring second child. Some of you even born for nothing because all these women told you nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you nothing. Nobody owes you. You demand too much. You need to share the rent. You need to share the food. You need to share everything. Nobody owes you nothing. You are too greedy. Come on, let's stop this conversation. Then we will talk again tomorrow, okay? So most of the time when I see some videos, I just share it with my circle, with my friends. We just look at it, we just shake our head like, what's going on? The mentality is the biggest problem that most black women have. The mentality. They choose to think the way this man asks them to think. Is a big problem. The time is in Spain is 2:43 in the night. It's late. We are supposed to be sleeping now, but I'm going to bed now to wake up at least 9 o'clock tomorrow because I'll be going to stop. So I'll see you all tomorrow. We'll have more conversation. Okay? We need to be talking because I've been allowing in the black community, allowing all these illiterate women, all these women to always say the final has destroyed this community too much. I'm telling you, it has destroyed us. When I will see when I will see most women that our women are respecting, looking up to, I will just be like be ashamed. I opt out of the bus. I opt out of the bus. I said, if I'm going, to suck dick, to feed my mom, to feed my family, to feed my brothers, or to build 4 flats. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I have so much pride. I'm a very prideful person. Not in the wrong way. There is no way I'm going to walk down to a man and tell them, no, it's not going to happen. It's not. To do it, like, I'm not going to be a savior for anybody, just for me. I've always lived for me. When I have my kids, yeah, for my kids, for nobody else. I have excess good I give to you, give to my mom, because my dad is no more. It's giving to everybody, making myself as a sacrificial lamb. It's not going to work at all because I already see all of them. They are very ungrateful. It's not going to work. So let me leave you. Bye bye, everyone. Let me start offering all this. See you. Bye bye. I love you, all of you. You say, I will go back to Africa and do that if it is the only job. Okay. It's like when I was in Mali, the same thing. The madam called me, you don't want to work. I said, me? Working with all these dirty Malians, it's not going to happen. I'm going back to Africa to go and be selling. I'm braiding my hair, going to school. There's no way I'm going to stop so low to be doing this. No way. I saw friends, even when I was working in the salon, learning work, the lady that used to bring rice to us, when this girl, when she was in Africa, she's so black, she's so beautiful. She was selling rice. I saw her in Mali. I almost got an heart attack when I saw her. This sister that was so beautiful, her black was shiny. After she have been through traffic, suffered in Mali, you won't recognize this girl. I pray she's alive. She was paying for one man in Mali, paying Sifa. If you don't have a strong mind, you can be deceived. You can be manipulated very fast. People say I'm rude. My rudeness have saved me. My sharp mouth, my thinking out of the box, my behaving crazy have saved me. People not be able to understand me have saved me. They was like, you have to go and be working. You will look at everybody. I said, me, there is no way. There is no way. If we find food, we eat. If we don't eat, we get out. We sleep with hungry. That was when I understand, like when some situation is going on. I think a man should, so okay, let me go and look for a construction site where we can be working and make some money to buy food for these girls. We were 2 girls. The other girl was working in the night because um she was being sponsored by her auntie husband. The auntie husband was sleeping with her, was doing something with her, but the auntie don't know. Whenever the auntie go and husband go from, I think it was Jenny or whatever, to Nigeria, the auntie husband run show with her. So that one was the one like sponsoring her. So I think when it got to some places, the auntie find that and all. So the auntie was having problem with her husband and all of them. The auntie called her to shout and all. So she was like hustling. Me, I would just sit down. I would sit down. One of the guy that was going with us will be beefing me, beefing me, beefing me. It's a long story that I will talk about one day. Like, you want me to be working? Eh? Working. I will work. I will still go and pay your sister money. You never ready? You never ready? I'm a crazy girl. I'm a very, very sweet person. If before I say something, I think very well because when I say something, I don't go back on my words. I don't go back on my way. I wasn't like 100% raised by my mother. I was raised by my father. So it looked like my father was very quiet, very strict, okay? So I don't go back on my ways. I'm a very, very quiet person. Even at times, I even wonder how I do my videos. I wonder. But I know it was something that is necessary for me to do. That keeping quiet is not going to help. And after I went through a very traumatic situation and all, it was like a very harsh spiritual awakening on me that at times I don't even want to speak. In my real life, I'm actually very, very shy. I'm very, very quiet. And I noticed that it's not going to help when I see most of the lies and the degradation. When go to comment, I love reading comment a lot, and so you see all those lies and everything. Like I was answering a comment today on a video made by this woman where she was like telling them not to marry single mother and all this stuff, and the guy was putting, when you are marrying a single mother, it's like you are marrying somebody's wife. I better not marry a second-hand woman. I better marry a Belgian woman. Belgium, mean young woman. So and I wrote there, you make sure you never create a single mother. And if you dare create a single mother, somebody is going to make your own daughter a single mother. Because they will talk nonsense about single mother, and the next minute they will create a single mother. Most that came in, they can leave you for anything. You don't have to be a bad woman, you don't have to be the worst woman, you don't have to even have problems with them for them to walk away from their family, from their children. You don't need to be having any problem with them. You don't need to. Because the mammies have already brainwashed them not to be nice, to use charm on them. The women have seen them finish. A lot. We need to talk. We need to talk more on this. We are not going to be like doing, or everybody is not going to be on social media to shout. I'm more relaxed when I can sit and discuss and all. At times, my job and everything permit me to work. I'm always 24 hours by working around and all. But I will always create a time for my video so that I can like include blogging to my stuff and everything. I have a YouTube channel too. I've been blogging and all. It's long. I've made some videos. I'm just trying to like catch up. I think it is necessary to learn my voice, and we have to talk about some issues because at times we have some click within ourselves, okay? WhatsApp, people that we think alike, okay? Because when we talk, we look crazy, we sound crazy. We sound crazy, we look like those oversabi women, we look like we know too much. So at times in this community, there should be a separation. uh, there should be a separation actually, because I noticed that even some women that know too much, because their voice is very low, their voice cannot be heard. Okay, it looks like there is that inferiority complex and all, and these women just decide to keep quiet and follow all this shit dumbly, like they don't know anything. So I have quiet friends that we normally talk about a lot of issues, and we just laugh over it and all. But we'll be talking about some publicly, and anything we cannot talk publicly, we just put it private. So I love all of you all. Thank you very much for being part of this life. Single mother, single father in Europe. I created this platform because of the bashing, the call out, the disgrace, and everything that was on social media. And I saw that many of these women were so traumatized, brutalized, they can't go into a debate, okay? Apart from cursing and all this stuff, they can't go into a normal debate. With time, I think we can be able to do that, okay? Experience is the best teacher. Yeah, experience is the teacher. Life experience will teach you a lot, make you to understand some things, and you have to unlearn to learn things that don't benefit you, things that you have no business with. You have to throw them off and do things that will benefit you. Okay. Pixie, Lirama, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Bye bye. Good night. Good night, everyone. Single mother in Europe and Re Edo Girl. Bye bye, everyone. Come on. Bye.